do you guys recall? You went to a new town that I'm forgetting the name of. Nemea,
Was it
I
Pix?
think.
Or was it the one next
no.
to it?
Not Nemea.
No.
I need to show the map.
Nire.
Nire.
That's
okay,
what it
yeah,
was.
You know, if you sent me that map, Tom.
Eat a dick.
Dude, I got a drawing tablet and everything.
I heard.
What?
Yeah.
yeah. Really? That's
Soon enough. Anyways, you guys went to Nire. You found the town in disarray after a supposed night raid by a tribe of half ogres. And you kind of went about trying to solve the mystery of what happened. You hunted down the half ogres, and you were unconvinced that they were the person who stole the Duchess's daughter. And you decided you go back to town and investigate a little bit further. You started investigating some of the disappearances that were happening around town, thinking that it was possible that they were connected to the disappearance of the Duchess's daughter. Eventually, you made it to the inn again, where you confronted Mary. I'm not exactly sure how you guys decided that she was the hag. I can't remember what led you to think that. But
out of
There was-
character. Out of character, we thought that, but in character, that was a different story.
No,
No,
our
we
characters-
There
we
were
went back and
some
questioned-
hints.
We went and questioned
Yeah.
her again, and then
All the children that surrounded her too in the beginning.
Yeah.
When we first
through,
encountered
through
her.
a couple. Yeah, through a couple. I mean, she went invisible in front of us, so that's
Yeah,
a pretty big
that's
clue.
a kind of a
We
tip-off.
actually didn't decide she was the hag at all.
She kind of
That's
just
not-
told us she was.
She
Yeah.
just counterspelled the detectival.
yes, that's
I
what it
mean, if
was.
she didn't counterattack, just counterspell the detective, I would have known.
Yes, you would have, and she also knew that that was going to happen. So
She's actually not
that
a hag.
happened, and then she went invisible, and we need to roll initiative.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Starting off pretty meh.
22.
This is
I'm a late
big
bloomer.
fucking inn.
For a hag.
Or I'm
guys
a
are
little, or I'm a
You guys
little
are just
boy.
small, yeah. Let me see how tall you are.
With squat size.
You're just a little too short.
I'm more wide than tall, anyways.
Oh yeah, wide body.
Yeah.
Thick.
Eek. And I have really small legs.
This might be one of the first combats in a long time where I have everything.
Are you me?
My arms are bigger than my legs.
That is the case for a lot of people who go to the gym. They have very
Yeah,
little,
no leg day,
tiny
bro?
legs.
He
Yeah.
just walks on his hands most of the time. Until
Yeah. he
What
just
was the-
he tucks his knees and he just
it's,
Wasn't it a
it's almost
cartoon
like a
for all
walking
real
push-up.
monsters?
yeah
I'll
like
find a fucking
in Toy
cartoon.
Story. There's like one of those.
Oh
where-
yeah. That's
Yeah.
The upside
Oh, that's
down
great.
walking guy.
Yes. So Kirill, you cast something else, didn't you?
I cast Detect Evil again.
You cast Detect Evil again.
And
Okay.
she disappeared.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
need to be extra sure.
Well, because the first one was countered.
Yep,
Okay.
No, I
she's
know.
evil.
Well, I don't know how it works, but does that tell?
Wouldn't he
does that, like,
notice?
let
Oh,
you
my spell
check where
thing.
they
Yeah, I think.
where they are?
Yes.
Yeah, I know where any evil entity is within 30 yards
Yeah.
or
That seems
yards
pretty
or
worth.
whatever the fuck.
As well as where the creature is located, similarly, blah 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 blah. Chemistry most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wooden dirt. All right. Okay, that's fine. So you, at the start of this round, Tammin, you're leading it. It goes Tammin, Kirill, Misha, Hag, Haldir, and Yane.
All back of the bus.
What do you do, Ammon?
I'm gonna move forward a little bit.
Okay, you can.
I mean, we
so-
can't. I don't know. where the
So
hag is.
where last you saw the hag, she was right here.
He's just gonna start
Oh.
stabbing kids.
Yeah. Not the
Yeah.
younglings.
You fuckers. All right. Well,
It's
I
a
mean,
big bar.
I would actually go directly over there and sort of right in the doorway and like peek the corner to the right. See if I can.
Okay,
see
so
her.
yeah, so this is actually just a
Just
like a
bar?
low top counter, yeah.
Oh.
So you can see over it.
My bad. I thought it was a wall. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Never been to a bar before.
I'll still go over there and sort of peek over to the bottom side and see if Oh, she's not here.
Well, you saw her disappear. This is, like you saw her cast a spell, and she saw her go invisible.
Can I hear anything?
You can make a perception check, yeah.
Oh shit, she's invisible.
11.
That's right, I forgot about that.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't take much. So, she's not trying to be stealthy at all. You definitely heard footsteps leading back through into this kitchen area that I'm about to ping,
Okay.
and then you heard the sound of a door opening.
Sound of a door opening. All right. And this little like extra blip here, is that like a door into the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay. How far did I move?
Not far enough.
Not far. Yeah.
Are you guys actually seeing anything on the map?
Go to the bottom right.
Yeah, in the bottom right.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
it's
mean,
fine for us
Yeah.
too.
I'll
This is
run-
all theater of the mind, Misha. Just,
All right.
just go with it.
It can't.
I'll run forward there, and then. Well,
She casted darkness on all of us.
yeah, that'd be horrible for me.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else
So
I
you
can
see
do, so
You see another doorway, and it's open. It's right here.
I've moved my movement though.
You have your action, which you can use to dash, should you so
Yes,
choose.
I don't want to get away from the group.
I think you're okay.
Okay, I will dash then, which grants some extra movement. Blah blah blah. I'll go through the door. See about what all I can see before blindly running into darkness. Apparently.
Okay. Before I do that, let me just double check to make sure that everything is kosher.
All the traps are set up. Yeah.
No, not that.
20 feet left.
Okay. All right.
Wait, does
Front.
dashing double your movement or give you like another half your movement? I can't remember.
It doubles your movement. You use your action to move your movement speed, which is pretty absurd, to be honest. So here's a very high effort map of what you see. Very
Holy
high
shit.
quality.
Oh, the lake. That's right. Okay.
Is it a
Nice
dock?
and blue. Yeah, that's the little hut that you guys went and saw. The
This is a
fisherman
tiny
that
lake. This is a
disappeared.
pond.
Yeah, it's a pond. There's been a pond.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what you see. And with your perception, you can also see that there is a ripple of water at the end of the dock.
Okay.
Water.
Okay. Well, I'll run to the end of the dock, and then I'll just yell back to my companions, blah, blah, blah. She's in the water.
Blah blah blah. She's in the water. All right, aloud. Okay, and that brings us
yell that.
to Kirill. What do? You
I
sense that
can't-
she has moved beyond the range of your spell at the moment, from where you're standing right now.
Yes, Storm Sister's Blessing is bonus act.
Okay.
Gives
Here
me
we
His
go.
lightning just,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Don't bump into any kids.
okay,
man.
so 30 feet is. Okay, so this is 26.
Where's the
This is
front
about
door?
40 feet for me to get out.
There's no front door. I didn't make one.
So we're
Okay,
just stuck
so
in
at
building.
this point, at the end of my movement, what do I sense?
You sense the hag about 10 feet underwater right here.
Water
This is
fights are
not
favorite,
my-
guys.
Water fight.
She's in the water. Wait, is she making ripples?
Yeah, she's in the water.
Yeah, she.
Mhm.
Yeah,
She's
that's what. Yeah, she.
In
Tammin
the water.
saw the ripples of the
Okay.
water.
We're doing like a Ghost in the Shell thing right now.
She's in the computer.
I think it's just a hag in the water kind of thing.
No. Don't take this away from me.
Wasn't that an M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No, God, no.
God.
It wasn't a good
So-
movie, regardless.
Do I have like
No, it
vantage
wasn't
on
that.
where?
There's gonna be some horny fish in the water too.
Do I have like
No.
vantage on like? Can I like see towards the? Is there a clear like line of sight between me and where I sense she is?
If you took a step off the dock and looked down into the water, or you stepped next to where Tammin is, you would probably have a line of sight.
I would have to move. All right, I'm going to.
Granted, you still don't see her, but you would have a angle on her, on where you sense that she is.
All right, I'm gonna. Use some movement to dash over here next to Tammin.
Okay.
And I point at where she's in the water, and I shout to anyone within range to surround the lake, and that there's a hag in the water.
So there were a couple of patrons in the bar, and then there was a few kids in there as well. But other than that, you look around, and there's maybe like a old man who's by the dock. He's just kind of fishing off to your left, and he looks very surprised at their commotion that's happening. But he doesn't make any move to do anything.
Fish her out.
Stab him.
Do you do anything else with your action?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
Eh.
You dashed, right?
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
a dash to
you're
get to the
done.
side of the dock. He's
Unless
All
you have
right.
a bonus action. Which you
Misha.
used. Never mind.
What do you do?
God, it's gonna like turn into like my only spell here.
Are you out of spell slots?
No, it's not that, but I just don't want to keep using the same spell over and over again.
Bless the whole
Well, don't let
pool.
us die. So whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if it kills evil, do it.
Let them die.
Don't listen to him.
No, I'll do another Spirit Guardians then, and I'll designate
Oh.
all my friends as people that are safe from.
And no
Okay.
kids, right?
Wait, what about the civilians?
Well, the civilians too. Any number
I'm
of people.
kidding.
I can
That's
just-
implied, I think.
Okay.
That's yeah. I'm assuming.
Just
Yeah.
making
I'm-
sure.
Are
trying
you
to-
also doing the children, or are you only doing the patrons?
The children aren't staring at us with, like glowing evil eyes, right?
You make a perception check.
Oh shit.
I have a feeling that these children are.
Yeah, well, we don't know
Minions.
that yet. But
Yeah, I'm
I,
ready to
I
kill 'em
share
all.
your suspicions.
From
I'd
the
say more
dock.
possessed. Than
So
anything else.
far as you can tell, they look as shocked as the rest of the patrons and as you guys that this is transpiring.
Well, you better kill him just to be safe.
No,
Well, my
she's
turn's
not
coming.
killing children.
Did I
So,
sense any
okay.
evil on
She's
them?
neutral good. That's not happening now. So yeah, no, she'll do Spirit Guardians, designate obviously the people she can see in her friends.
Oh yeah, and Kirill detected evil. He's Kirill, that the children are not evil. Not that you've told everybody
He
else.
didn't tell anybody though.
But
I feel
they
like
are-
that would have been a point of contention if I cast it.
yeah, I know. I felt like we ought to say that.
I
But
think I
yeah,
can move up to there. I guess chasing after everybody. 30 feet
you
and
should
casting
be
a
able.
spell. It's an action.
Yeah, you should be able to make it through the doorway and then to like right here.
And that will end my turn. 'cause-
So if you want to, you can be in the kitchen,
Put there.
Oh.
Go there.
Yeah, I'll get
or
You're allowed
you
to
can
do
stay
that.
farther away.
No, this is good here. Like
Okay.
I'll make it into the kitchen.
Sure. Hag's turn. You sense the hag moving out of range, farther down into the pool. How far can you sense?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. She disappears, continuing to dive and moving in this direction.
Oh God.
Wait, she's diving underwater.
Damn. This is deep.
She's a water hag.
Deep blue sea.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
water hag.
this doesn't count as a fuck, I'm forgetting. The place where they have like extra abilities.
Lair?
A layer. Yeah, layer actions. Potentially.
Is this a lair?
We don't know.
How could you know? Yeah.
Because we don't know that she's a water
Yeah,
hag.
you
We
don't
just
know
she
it's a
just went
layer.
invisible.
She's
In any
Okay.
case, that passes her
that was a
turn.
yes.
And Haldir, it's your turn.
Freeze the whole lake.
Oh my god.
That was useful. Yeah,
I
do it.
don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Let me
Not
just
with
think. Let
that
me just take a
attitude.
look at my spells here. Can I freeze like thousands of gallons of
Fireball
water?
the lake, it'll
Well,
freeze.
you never know.
All
What is
chromatic
going on
orbs.
with my spells? Why are they all expanded?
Yeah, I noticed that the last time I played. It's some
Did they do
update
an
they did,
update?
and I
Oh
how to-
yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't know how to
god,
do
my
it. It's really
spell
annoying.
list is like 600 pages. What the
It makes
fuck?
it really hard to find information.
What the?
Too much information is problematic.
It is because you have to scroll for
Yeah.
a long time. Yeah, that was the reaction I had to that.
How far can I go here?
You could make it to me because you have to. Unless you wait, are you going to jump the? Because
Please.
if you,
Why not? Am I a bitch?
I hope you fail.
I mean,
I don't really know
Please-
what's going
please
on here
slide over the
yet.
counter.
So
Everybody's
I'm just gonna
running
go
through the
stand
door.
right here, and
I still want to know where the front
I
door
mean, you can
is.
dash to move outside.
then actually I'll peek my head out here, and I'll dual cast haste on the clobber boys up front.
Dual cast haste. Okay. So they both have haste then, and you used a sorcery point to do that.
Yeah, more than one,
More than one.
several.
All right. That happens. Actually, it's counterspelled by one of the kids. Just kidding.
I told you guys to take care.
And I cast fireball on the children.
Oh my god.
And
It was a
point of
consideration.
order with the ring that you have. The designation of more can happen after you do your damage roll. I don't know if I said that before, but you
Oh,
get
wow.
to decide if you
That's
You
want.
awesome.
didn't really say anything last time, actually. Just that I had no idea how it
Just-
worked, and that I just
And
had.
Oh,
to say
no.
You knew the power
No,
word. That
yeah.
was it.
You don't know what your curse is. I think is the one.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what.
It's
You
not
know
cursed.
You know everything else. Well,
it's
as far
totally
as we
not
know,
cursed,
it's not
Tom.
cursed.
It's not cursed. What are you talking about?
I
Okay,
don't think it's not cursed, guys. I wouldn't worry about it.
so you
I
cast
know. Well, you're
haste.
not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That passes. Your turn goes to Yane. What do?
Yeah. Honey.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Where's okay? I just want to know, where is the front door? Is it like
It's literally right behind you. Right behind you.
okay?
We'll say.
You're
You're the
gonna go
last
out and
man through the
around?
door.
That's way too much. Okay. I'm just gonna run up with the rest of the
You have 40
Other
feet, right?
losers.
Because you're a bard.
yeah.
Huge.
Like right
Make sure
over
that
there.
you're clicking for the positions that you would have to stop at. So yeah, you'd have to stop there and
Yeah,
then
he figured
there,
it out. He's a
and then
fucking
Yeah.
good boy.
there.
I was looking at it.
Sure. I just don't want you cheating.
Of course,
Oh,
of course.
Tom really wants
Definitely
to kill us
not.
here.
Whoa!
That's the barbarian heroic leap.
Yeah.
Cast heroic leap.
So that was your action, or that was your movement, rather. What do you want to
Yeah.
do with your action?
I think I'm gonna move again. I'm gonna hop off the pier and then just circle around the side. So let's see. You said she was going off to the left.
Yep, down and to the left. But you
So-
don't know that. But you just see that she's in the water. Like you can tell that there's somebody that jumped in.
Right.
But
How much-
Kirill would know she went down to the left
Yes.
if he decided to.
To tell me.
To the
Well, I can
water.
kind of tell. Like,
Disseminate the information.
Yeah.
right. How much movement do I get with the dash action?
Double. So you get
double,
another 40.
yeah.
So I get another 40.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you not a swimmer?
No.
Okay.
I don't really want to jump in.
But you're shirtless all the time. I mean, what's the problem?
Well, you know,
If his bindings get wet, they can just fall apart.
I've got a giant
Oh,
axe.
yeah.
Doesn't
And then
really
and
work
all
that
of
way.
his scars get shown, and he
Yeah,
he reveals that
all my
he's a
scar-
disfigured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
oh my
up.
God.
Backstory
Somebody flipped
drop.
those
Whoops.
Way to go, Tom.
Yeah.
Ah, it's
fucked
one
it
of
up.
those.
Okay, you're gonna stop right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Passes back to Tammin. You are now hasted.
Okay. So that gives me an extra attack action, right?
Gives you another
But it doesn't-
action, which you
A whole
can
other
use
action?
to make.
I thought it had to be
yes.
used towards an attack.
It gives you another action that you can take any
No.
action with, right? And then you can make an attack with it.
Okay, so that's a complicated way of saying exactly what I said, right?
Well, you can't. It's not like another attack round.
You can
Right.
only
No, I
use
know
it to
that.
attack once, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Okay.
But you also
So-
get +2 AC.
Pretty much everything, and
yeah,
it
yeah.
gives you
So
double.
first thing I
And
want to
you
do
get-
is
Don't you get move speed or something?
You get double
Double
move
move speed plus
right,
2
I'm
AC.
super quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
Advantage on dex saves.
So what I want to do first of all is I'm gonna throw Goose into the air and have him sort of fly around the lake, right? Blah blah blah, whatever. He's up in the air. That's
Okay,
my action.
that happens.
Then last I saw the hag was in this area or something like
Last
that.
you saw the hag was a splash of water right
Okay.
here.
It's okay. Okay. Well.
Jump in.
I'm jumping in because I don't have anything better to do.
Forgets you
Okay.
can't swim.
I guess the first thing I'll do after jumping in the last place I saw her is, can I see any other disturbances in under the water that might suggest where the person is? I don't know.
Did you
Make
jump
a perception check.
Okay. I don't really know where this fucking hag is.
There's a.
That's,
Is there a
that's why I was
movement
wondering if you
penalty
had
for
Goose
going
with you,
underwater?
because you might have some help.
Well, that's why. No, Goose is a raven right now, so he doesn't. He only has the mimicry thing. He doesn't have keen sight.
And also,
Oh.
he can't really see that far in the water. The
And-
water is
yeah,
pretty
that's what I was
dark
gonna
and
but he
muddy.
could have tracked it just a little bit.
And
Well,
so
I threw him
you
up there,
jump in,
so-
and you, in your immediate vicinity, which you can really only see just like a few feet around you, it's fucking murky.
Okay. That was
and
actually
dark.
gonna answer my question.
Can't see
I
anything.
was gonna say, was it murky as fuck when I jumped in, or what?
Yeah,
Okay, so I
yeah.
don't really know what's going on.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Oh, have fun.
I mean, I'll still swim around. I'll swim up here because that's kind of the direction I saw her go. And there's something in my immediate vicinity up there. This is like difficult terrain, right? Or I don't know.
You, at one point, something brushes up against you on like your leg,
Mm.
I know.
and
Could be just a fish.
it just kind of like
Yeah, who
knocks. You just kind of like knock it away almost with the kicking of your feet, but you don't. It doesn't like impact you or anything like that. It just kind of. You just kind
I
of
don't
bump
have
into
enough
something. That's
actions
it.
to be like, what the hell is that?
It's a
It,
body.
it happened. It happened about right here.
Okay,
Dead
well.
body.
maybe. For the record, I'll just state that I'm like just under the surface. I'm not like diving deep. Can I? Well, you said it's really murky, so I have no idea really how deep this little pond is, right?
Correct.
All right. Ah, shit. Well, I guess that's all I can do for now.
Okay.
That's it.
Kiro, what do you do?
Well, first things first. I don't know if it's a free action or a bonus action, but I want to telepathically call out to my warhorse and tell it to come to me.
What?
Yeah, you can do that.
No, I just
No,
picture it's just
what
gonna
is this building
charge
up to?
into the water.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
I
Yeah.
like the
So I mean, you're a horse. What's the name of the spell? Call steed or something?
Yeah, call Steve.
Are you sure? Is it
Is it
I don't know.
summon?
It's Bind Steed.
Fine.
Fine
steed.
steed?
Same
But
thing.
you can do that. That's actually a.
Yeah, if it's within 1 mile of me, I can communicate with it telepathically.
He has
This
a
is
fucking
kind of-
action.
This
you
is
can
kind of
remove-
intruding on the no cat people thing.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this spell's gonna be banned. No,
What?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Let's see. Your steed. You can also dismiss it as an action, causing it to spirit. In either case, you causing this steed to summon again. So yes, you can summon it, I guess, but you would had to have dismissed it first. I'll just say that you dismissed it. So you
thought I
can
was just-
summon it to you. Yeah.
I thought, yeah. They left it
You
wherever the
can
hell
just-
we left the horse.
Call it too, can't you?
Yeah.
Like it would
that-
take
I'm
time
not trying
to
to
get to
cast a
us.
spell because it takes 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you're just communicating to it that
Yeah.
it should come.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I said I don't know if this is a free or bonus action.
It wouldn't be
whatever.
that far away. I mean, it'd probably be at the Staples by the manor. So
Yeah.
it's like 400, 500 feet away.
But regardless, after I do that, I'm gonna move 10 feet here, and I'm gonna move 30.
Okay, so your movement speed right now
Is
is 80. Yeah.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna try to see what I sense. If I sense anything.
What's the range?
30 feet.
No.
All right, I'm going to move some more. It's another 30 feet. Do I sense anything?
I'm back.
Didn't know you were gone. You sense a couple of small blips that are not the hag in the water.
Great.
They're not like they're very small. Like imagine
Little
I don't know.
minnows,
yeah, it could be
something like
fish.
that.
This
Evil
fair-
fish.
Well, they're bigger than a minnow.
Laser beams attached to their heads.
The hag
Mm.
spawn.
Laser shark.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Tiny, tiny.
Probably a
What
foot
trigger is this?
a square foot of each of these things where you kind of detected a bit of evil. This is not a full sheet. It's a little shape, but you can't really make it out, but you do sense that in there. And it's about 10 feet down in the water in both of those instances.
Where exactly?
You sense one right here, and you sense one right here.
Cool. I'm gonna use my last 10 feet of movement to move right here.
Okay,
And I'm gonna. Do I sense anything new or just the same things?
just the same things.
All right, I'm gonna throw some javelins at those.
Ooh, it's fishing.
Okay. Don't hit me.
Yeah.
Please
Okay.
hit him.
Go ahead, make attack rolls.
What's the range on your javelins?
30 feet.
34
Oh,
feet.
thank
Which is
God.
exactly the
Yeah,
range of how I can,
34.5 feet.
how much I can detect evil.
Okay.
No, his range on his javelins are 120 feet.
Interesting.
Disadvantage at 100.
Yeah, and if it's up to 120 feet with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Greater weapon mastery with.
go ahead and roll
That'd
damage.
be incredible, dude.
Wow.
And I
Okay.
get do I get D6 or is this just melee?
Anytime you roll damage die
Nice,
against
yes.
another creature.
That's so stupid.
That's awesome.
This is not a creature though.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. It's an idea.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Good reference.
Meta. No. So you deal 8 points.
I don't know
of
what I'm
damage
missing
to it.
on that one.
I don't either.
Wasn't
8
even
points of
funny.
damage to something, and you kind of not like it. It reacts to getting struck by this and kind of like floats farther down. But you can see it just kind of like floats back up after it gets knocked around a bit.
I'm gonna hit it again with another javelin.
Okay. Yeah, you hit. Okay, so you toss another one in where you're suspecting that it is, and I would say that you had disadvantage of both these attacks, so you can actually see them, but you rolled very high, and so you strike both of them, or you strike it again as it kind of like floated a little bit farther down. You beam it again, and you feel the evil essence that was there wink out.
Good. And there was another one, right?
There was a second one, yes.
All right, I got 3 attacks. Javelin.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
That didn't
Okay,
happen.
the third attack misses, and this one was kind of in the same line as Tammin. Tammin, you feel like a little pinprick on your side,
Ooh.
and
It
you
took
see
one
a
damage or
stick
something?
float up past your face.
Oh gosh. Okay.
All right. Okay, that passes your turn then, Kirill.
Yes.
Jesus, man, lay off the coke.
You okay over there?
All right.
Oh, I want to ask Tammin how deep the water is. Or just. Okay, never mind. I'm just
You're
going to shout, I think she's over here.
Misha, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna.
Please just jump in and swim to the
Yeah,
bottom.
I'm gonna have to because I see Tammin's like there, and like Carol's thrown javelins in the water, and
You see Kirill throwing javelins like almost at Tammin.
yeah. So realizing that Tammin has dove into the water, and this is a bad idea, but he's in danger, I'm going to dive in after him because this is what I do: is I save Tammin.
Okay. So you use your movement to get to the water, and you can jump over there. No problemo.
And I'll dash. Can I dash while I swim?
Yep. But you have half movement speed while you swim. And what kind of armor are you wearing? Are you wearing heavy armor, or are you just wearing?
No, it's medium. I
Okay.
can't wear heavy.
Can't you?
Nope. It is not a thing a grave cleric can wear. If I was a life cleric,
Yeah, there's some cleric
yeah.
domains that have it, but
Yeah, but
get a
I
little-
thought that you could wear it because you had the
yeah,
fire
you're a
weapon.
fighter. Yeah, that's right. You are
Oh
full.
shit!
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, I wish I'd have.
Don't
I
ruin it.
I
for
thought
her.
you had heavy armor.
No, I
From
don't.
somewhere.
I've only got. I've got the highest I can wear for medium. I have a stone, but that's literally what I have. How far away are you? Oh, never mind. I can't. I'm already concentrating on something else. Never mind. Seeing. I don't see the thingy that Kirill was throwing stuff at, right?
You do not. So, well, where are you right now? Is that if that's where you
In-
are?
Since I couldn't see it, I'm just gonna swim over to Tam.
Okay.
Yeah. I just assume you're in trouble. All right, that would end my turn.
Okay. Sure. That passes to the hag. And
Goodbye, Tammin.
they do something, but you're not sure. Well,
Miss Charles.
Miss Charles, what's that?
They're not within 15 feet of us, I hope, right? Or I hope. Wait, what?
In any case, you don't know what happens. Haldir, it's your turn.
Yeah, no, she's asking if they're in range of the spirit guardians thing.
Oh, if there's something's in range of the
Yeah,
spirit
if
guardians.
their turn
Does
started,
the spirit
then it would be-
guardians deal damage to creatures
Um,
exclusively? I imagine.
let me check. As they appear, when you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved. So creatures.
Yeah, it's creatures. Okay. Yeah. No. So nothing appears to take damage as these little swirling spectral spirits float around in the water.
Yeah, I'll just cast fireball in the water, guys.
Oh my god.
No,
You wouldn't have fairy fire, would you?
I'm gonna take up this entire doorway, I guess. I'm a thick man. And I
Okay.
have no idea where this thing is.
Correct.
So let's
See
just be a little
Nisha
manly.
and Tammin splashing around
All right, can I make a perception check?
at the edge of this pier, or where? What are you trying to perceive?
Trying to see if I can see a body of water moving weirdly or something. You know, obviously there's these two fucking people in it, so that's probably makes it harder. But
Go ahead.
17.
So far as you can tell, there's Tammin and Misha moving in the water. That's it. There's no other disturbances or anything of the sort.
Okay. Well then, I will hold my action.
Okay.
And I mean, do you mean tell me what that is or no? I'll hold my action until I see something that I think I can shoot.
Sure. Well, you think you could shoot a lot of things. You're trying for an enemy.
Yeah,
Yes.
a
of
living
course.
something that moves and isn't one of us.
Okay. Sure. Okay. No, it's fine. I know what he means. Okay, Yane, what do you do?
All right. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna run up right next to Kirill.
Okay. So you're running along the beach.
Yeah, and then from here, I'm gonna use my dash, and then I'm gonna jump right into the water.
Towards
Towards them. So I'm gonna cut off
Okay.
that.
Sure.
Hold
You can jump a distance equal to your strength.
I didn't mean
mod or something
fully jump. I just meant get into the water.
Yeah, you could jump 18 feet. So
That'd be so sick. Oh, actually, I want to do that.
I'm pretty sure that you can running jump 18 feet.
That's not even that far.
No, that's not. And does that?
That would
Does
be
that-
that movement would not be halved because you're not in the water.
Because I'm in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to? I can just do it, or do I need to roll?
Yeah,
on
you
it?
just do it. Yeah.
Okay. So right there.
No, he still can use the rest of his movement.
That's
I don't
so
know.
nice.
We'll say that's how it works right now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I just want to go straight down.
Okay.
So however deep I can go, I just want to go.
Wow.
Let's go 20 feet down.
Okay. So you swim.
With his giant axe.
Let's drown, he said. If anyone was curious.
So you swim 15 feet down.
Mhm.
And then so you're just kind of driving forward, kicking down, and your legs are your hands are pushing in front of you, pulling as one does when you're swimming. And you can just barely see your hands as you're pulling up. You hit the bottom, but you can't see your hands as they are pushing into the earth.
Okay.
You don't feel like there's mud or dirt on top of them, but you cannot see them. And what you do see is mud and dirt.
But I can't feel mud and dirt.
But you don't feel it, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That ends your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That passes to Tammin.
Oh boy. Well,
Guys, why do we always group up like a bunch of like a big
Yeah.
ox, big herd of sheep or something here?
who could know?
This tend to happen. Slightly meta, but I don't think there's a single spell that doesn't use the word creature.
That doesn't
Well,
use the
that
word creature? Okay,
has
that's
an
fine.
option. I think there are. Anyway.
No.
I mean, if Yane's going down, I'll go down. I only have 15 feet of movement, so I'll
Oh,
do
you have
that
30
as
plus
well.
a face.
Well, that's true. I guess I have 30 then. So I'll go down as far as I can, and then I'll make a perception check. Or I would like to see what I can see down there.
So you're swimming 15 feet down, and then you're making a perception
I'm
check?
going until I can't no more. And
Okay.
then looking to see what I can see.
So you hit the bottom, and you feel, the mud
The non
slash algae or whatever the hell's at the bottom of this pond that's clean to your hands a little bit. And then you can make a perception check. Did you already? I didn't see. Nope.
13.
Okay.
Not doing so
You
well.
look around in the darkness where you can see like a foot around you, maybe. And really you're just going by feel. And as far as you can tell, there's nothing around you.
Well, I'll swim more 15 feet to the right then. See if there's anything else over there.
You continue along the bottom 15 feet, and you're just kind of feeling around, looking around. Nothing
Okay.
strikes you as out of the ordinary.
Oh boy.
Okay. Fair enough.
Would you dash? Well, you can if you want. Yeah, I'm not. You don't have to. I'm just saying. Because you have your movement, and then you can like. Yeah.
And I'll go more toward the shore. Another 15 feet. Or 20 feet then, whatever. Anything different over here?
Make another perception check.
20.
Okay. So you are feeling around, and your hand brushes up against some dirt. And you kind of like push it away, and then you touch that spot again, and you feel the cold of metal. And really, it's actually probably more like a scrape because it's rusted,
Okay.
rusted away. And you can kind of like move around a little bit in that time frame to just kind of see what it is, and you see it's like almost like there's multiple bars of this over like the 2 feet that you've excavated so far.
Bars. Like a prison cell bar kind of thing, or
Yeah, it could be something like that, or it could be like
as far as I can tell, anyway. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
whatever you think it could be.
That's the drain.
Yeah, I mean it could be.
I don't think this murky ass pond has any drain.
Well, who knows? It could be clogged up with some other unholy shit.
That'll get
Well, I moved
still.
20 feet. I mean, I guess
Okay.
I'll jar it around, see if I can make it loose in any way?
Do you? I don't think you have any action remaining, right? Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's you use an object. So you kind of like pull it out, or like you try and make you basically investigate it. So why don't you make an investigation check?
20.
So you kind of like try and pull it away just briefly because it's like super heavy. It's sunk into it.
Okay.
Yeah, but instead you kind of like push your hand through. A little risky, but you try it, and you do feel
It gives
that
a little bit.
there's I would say that you feel probably bone. I mean, I don't know how else I would describe it, or easily. You feel that there is objects in there, bones, as you kind of like look around in there.
Okay.
It's
Alright.
rotted away
Ideal.
completely,
Not
or
ideal.
ate away completely.
So that was 20 feet plus. So I'm another 10 feet. I'll go 10 feet up. I'm like 15 or 5 feet under the water. And then I'll
The
end my
pond
turn.
rapidly, I don't know, elevates. I guess
Oh.
the ground underneath rapidly elevates as you get closer
So
to the
maybe
edge.
I'm actually above the water by now.
Yeah, I would say so, probably.
Okay, then when I'm at the top, I'll just yell that there's something here. And that's the end of what I can do on my turn.
Sure. To Kirill.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the same kind of thing where over here.
Did your mount ever make it to you?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's running.
It's coming.
That's a long ways away.
The horse.
It died on the way
horse is
here.
coming. He's a quick boy, but you know. Do I sense any evil here?
Just that same evil that's in the water.
All right, I'm gonna let's see here. 40 feet of movement. But so I sense anything now?
Um, yeah.
Is that your gaydar?
No, I think the other
Oh yeah, I'm
one
sensing
is
something
just
30 feet over here.
just barely out of range from that other source that you had detected earlier. So no, there's no additional sources so far as you could tell.
I'm gonna keep rolling this train. So I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna move 25 feet right here.
Nothing.
Nothing. Jesus Christ. Where did this
You can
thing
get
go?
all the way to the other side of the lake, damn near.
He's a fast boy with your haste on.
He's very fast.
Just circle the
Right, how
the
about
lake.
now?
Nope. Nothing.
Oh my.
Evil is afoot, and I don't like it. It's somewhere.
Evil is afoot.
Or a swim. Play in my turn. Rather, I'm gonna use perception.
You're gonna perceive what?
I'm gonna perceive if there's anything out of the ordinary. Other than me and my friends jumping in a dirty ass pond at night.
Your commotion that you guys have caused is drawing the attention of some of the townsfolk who are looking down at the pond, trying to see what's going to happen. There's a couple patrons who've now stepped outside the door behind Haldir, who are like looking out, and they're also confused as to what's going on. Other than that, there's nothing odd that you see going on or hear.
Alright. I'm in my turn because I think that's it.
Misha.
The only thing I have to go on is what Kirill Tammin said. Let's look over here and try to figure out what it is that he's found.
So you're also going to dive down there?
How deep down am I diving?
I would say probably about 10 feet. And that would be 30 feet of movement in total. If you triangulate it, maybe 25, I guess. But that would be double your movement speed because
Yeah,
you don't have haste.
Instead, I'll just take a bolt head and cast light on it and drop it if I can.
Okay. Yeah. So you can move 15 feet before you do that. So you'd be like
Okay.
right here ish. And then you
Okay.
can drop the light. Which
Ooh, could I shoot it?
yes.
Just to be fancy.
Where do you shoot it at? And actually I
Not-
don't think
not at
think
Tammy.
that crossbows work underwater.
No, that's why I was gonna take
Yeah.
just
For the
Haven't you
record, they
played The
don't work
Witcher?
underwater.
Yeah.
Right, never mind. I'll just drop the bolt head then.
Okay. I don't think it sinks. So
Okay.
Isn't it made of metal?
the head
I
of
thought
it
the bolt
is.
head would be. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I feel like. I
Saltwater
was
lake.
gonna just use the head itself
Okay.
because I assumed that the
Yeah,
shaft
you can
would
you
float.
there's something that you can throw that will supply light. I will allow it, of course.
Cool.
But you're closer over here, so you just kind of toss it over to where Tammin is.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Passes your turn. Hags. Hags. Only one
Hmm?
hag.
Mm,
What?
Hags?
Hag.
What? Come
Hag's turn.
anyway.
Come again.
What is the plural
And
form of hag?
Haggy.
Hag.
Hey, Grid.
Nothing happens so far as you can
Oh
tell.
my
Aldir.
All right, first things first. I turn around and say, "Get the fuck out of here!" to these people who are standing up at the door.
Okay.
Because I mean,
They are
that's just a recipe for disaster.
sure. They look scared and they withdraw when they get the chance to.
And then I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I was really hoping that maybe something would happen by my turn, but
And yet,
I found something. Something did happen.
yeah, Tammin did say he found something. You don't see Yane in the water. He dove down.
I think you said he
He
died.
He died. Yeah.
He died, yeah. And you saw Kirill moving like a storm cloud across the edge of the lake with
All right. I'll
disappointed look
jump
on his
in the
face.
water. I don't know. I
Okay.
can probably get to like there or something, right? Is that too far?
So you can run and jump, and then what's your strength? 12?
It's a solid 8, I think.
8? Okay.
9? Maybe it's
No.
9. I think it's
So you-
9
So you
actually.
make it to here, and then you can swim an additional 10 feet. So, like right
Yeah, from
here.
corner to corner, perfect. Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. Sure. Okay.
and for the hell of it, let's just see what happens if we shoot a firebolt. It's like underwater over there. Let's see what we're working with, you know?
So I don't really know how firebolt would work underwater.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I say we may as well just see what happens.
You hurl a mote of fire. I mean, honestly, I'd say that it just doesn't even you can feel the heat generated in your hand as you try and cast and launch it forward, but there's no ignition, so you can't really shoot it. There's nothing happening.
That's what she
Alright.
said.
All right. And yeah, that'll do, pig.
Alrighty, sounds good. What do you do?
What?
What?
Yeah, Ms. Yane's turn, right?
Oh, you
Oh,
you cut
just
out.
said you must cut
Oh.
out.
I think he cut out.
So I'm kind of feeling the mud and dirt, and I don't feel anything.
You see
Did I-
it,
I
but
see it.
you-
No, I don't see
underneath
anything.
your hands, you don't feel anything. Like
Can I
there's
keep
still-
trying to swim down?
Yep.
wanna
So
keep-
you okay?
I
So
only
you
wanna
swim-
like until I feel something.
Yeah. So you swim further in, and maybe about 2 or 3 feet more, and you feel almost what's kind of like stone coming up where around your hands. Like you can
Uh-huh.
feel like it's more solid. And
Does it feel like it's natural stone, or is it like flat?
it's
Like, can I tell
like
if it's man made or if it's just I just hit the bottom?
you can make an investigation check.
Okay.
It's
Yep,
tough
it's
to
stone.
tell. So you kind of like feel around, and
Jeez.
like 2 feet to the left or a foot to the left,
Mhm.
or about like behind you towards the center of the lake, you feel it go back to dirt.
Okay.
And then in the other direction, you start to feel that it's a continuation of this stone. And yeah, that's about all you can see. And at this point, you can see your hands again.
Okay.
What happens if a bag of holding breaks again?
Everybody around it dies. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody dies. Everybody gets sucked. It's like a black hole.
No one knows.
Let's figure it out. Okay. I want to, and you said that the stone continued towards the center of the pool or the lake. That's shit.
So no, so the dirt
Continues.
dirt continues in the middle of the lake.
Hmm.
The stonework is going this way.
Oh, okay. And then it's only been a few seconds, so I'm okay on air.
Yeah, You're not even close.
Yeah. Okay. I just kind of want to. I'm just going to investigate further north, the little area up above. So I'm going to go along the bottom of the floor. I'm going to move towards heading north. I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
And then-
Show me one more time. Okay. So when you do
Yeah.
that and you're along the floor.
Yeah.
So
And I just wanna see if there's
immediately,
anything going
what
on.
happens as you start to move north is that
Mhm.
you run into more stone
Uh-huh.
to your right. But it's actually like you bump into it as you start
Right.
to go, like you are inside of a tunnel, essentially. And so you can back out and then go
Mhm.
back north if you want to. But what happens immediately is that you hit a wall. And this space that you're in, you're now kind of like feeling pretty compressed, like it's really tight
Right.
around you.
Okay. I'm gonna come back out, and then so like right around there is when it. So if
No, so you were about like right
like
here.
right here.
No, back
Oh,
over
okay.
here.
Okay.
So you
When did I
dove
hit
down
that
right
tunnel?
there,
Yeah.
like literally instantly.
Oh really?
Yeah, like it's like so you're like, okay, let's go to the right when you're
Okay,
looking
so
that
at
it's
this
away
point-
from like, yeah.
I'm gonna come back out of the tunnel, and I'm gonna go straight up out of the
Okay.
water. Like I'm gonna,
You can do that. Kick off from the
then-
bottom.
and then as soon as I come out of the water, I'm gonna tell everybody that there's a tunnel over here,
Okay.
and then
And that ends your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Tammin, what do?
How close to me is that object infused with the light cantrip to me? Can I grab it?
It's probably right next to you, yeah.
Alright, I'll grab it and swim back down to whatever object I was interacting with before,
Okay.
and just see what it is before trying to push it in again and see if I can force my way through it.
It just looks like a with the light you can see that it just looks like a partially buried cage of some type of rusted metal, and you can see that there are bones which have now settled in the dirt. Some of them are kind of like jutting out of.
Sure. Okay. But it is like a cage, not like some kind of tunnel. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you see it's just it's relatively small, the part that's uncovered. You maybe were messing around with the dude's
All right.
foot.
Well, in that case, I mean, obviously just a cage. I'll swim over to where Ian mentioned that he felt like there was a tunnel over there, so I'll make my way over there. Do I have enough movement to do that? I guess I do. 'Cause
You're hasted.
cheating. All right, so I'll go down under the water and
Then you have a light source.
see
So
more
you-
clearly what it is. I mean, it is a tunnel.
So
But-
you go down to the water, and Yane's still above you,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
You don't see anything.
Okay. But I'm around the area where at least I thought he was talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I used all my movement. But I guess I'll dash and go up to the top. Tell him, hey, I don't see anything down here. Show me where you were looking. And then I guess I'm waiting because it's not his turn yet. So that'll end my turn.
Sure. Okay. And so that brings us to Kiro. You hear Yane say that he sees something, and then you hear Tammin say, "You're full of shit."
All right, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move back over.
Okay. Then this is, I think, the 4th round of being hasted.
Yeah, I think so.
What are the
well-
rules for heavy armor and
At
water?
the end of your turn,
Yes.
Haldir, it would be the 4th. Say again.
What are
the rules for heavy armor?
armor?
I would say that you have to make a strength check to see if you can swim, and I would say that it is probably like with you wearing all the shit that you're wearing. I would say like it's a DC 18 strength
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna take-
actually swim, and then you can just walk along the bottom too. So that is
Yeah.
also an
I
option.
think I'm just gonna use an action to take my armor off.
Oh my.
It takes much longer than an action to take your armor off.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're
There's like
trudging
actual
in.
rules. It takes like 5 minutes to take your heavy armor off, or 15 or something insane.
I'm trudging in.
Okay, you can do that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Just walking along the bottom. Do I
With
detect
his
any
heavy
evil?
armor is like way. Oh my
Do you
God.
detect any evil? The thing that you have detected previously that's kind of floating about in the middle of the water, so about 7 feet off the ground, is right here.
Are there javelins underwater?
No.
With disadvantage and halved range, sure.
You know what? We're
Definitely
doing
so
this.
fucking
You can definitely stab
so
someone with a
generous
javelin.
Yeah.
to say half range. Throw it
Ooh.
and it doesn't even go anywhere.
No.
This
Yeah,
tells me
you release it from your hand, it floats
it
up.
just floats.
Yeah, the second one, he gets a little bit further, starts to float up. Misha, you can just see bloop, bloop, a couple of javelins coming out of the water.
I gave it my best shot.
Truly a
Trying to
fair
thwart
shot.
evil over here.
It's truly a noble cause.
Okay, so that's your attack and your movement, and then I do believe you have another action that you can use from haste.
I mean, I used.
Oh, okay, use your attack.
I guess
Okay,
it's
yeah, that
bonus
third one
action
also
for speed
misses.
thing.
Yeah, you can make a perception check while you're down there. Your foot clinks against some more metal. You maybe hear like a small reverberation of sound, but other than that, you're not really sure.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to deal with that next turn. 'Cause I'm done.
Yeah, you will. Misha, what do?
You will.
That cage that he found, how big are we talking?
You don't know.
I'll swim to the cage. I think I can make it there.
Yep, you can. So you dive down and you swim in that direction.
Yeah. I just want to see if it's something I can pick up. Bring to the surface.
You can make a strength check if you would like to. Try.
Everything's easy to pick up underwater.
It all floats down here.
I mean, if it's like kind of lodged in the mud, it can be kind of a pain.
Yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, well, even as you get to it, you can just barely make out what you're seeing. You can sense that this object is very much submerged. So in mud, as well as just the weight of the water on it as well. So you can try, but you think it will be very heavy.
I am not a strong person, but I will give it a go.
Okay. No. You tug and tug and tug, and you make no progress, but your feet are stuck in the mud.
Uh-oh.
But, they're not really stuck in the mud. You're like,
It's not like
just
quicksand.
you just sunk
Okay.
into it a little bit.
All right, I'll go back to the surface and be like, should we pull
I think you're actually out of movement. So
this?
there you will stay.
30 movements.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
it's halved in water. So you have
You used
movement.
all 15 to get to the
Yeah.
bottom, right?
Yeah, I would
Oh,
say.
it's 15 to get to the bottom. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Misha, it's turn
That
ends.
is my turn. Yeah.
Haldir.
So I'm gonna.
The last thing that you did was that
Swim.
you were underwater. Yeah.
I'm not. I wasn't underwater. I was
Oh,
just
you
trying
weren't
to
underwater?
shoot
Okay.
this in the water.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So you heard their call outs.
Yeah. So
Just trying
I'm
to
gonna
make a hard
move.
read.
I guess 1 pixel.
Yeah.
And then I will hold my action.
Which is
Either Misty stepping to them when they figure out what's going on, or swimming
I
there.
knew it.
I like
Sure.
it. I like it.
okay. Or swimming there. Okay. That's fine.
I don't know.
Okay, Yane, what do you do?
All right. I'm just gonna go right back down and try to find this hole because now I'm all fucking confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of.
So you swim straight back down. Why don't you make another
Straight back down.
investigation check?
I've got the light, but I'm at the top of the water.
Fucking sure.
Yeah, you look around. You're just digging into dirt again. You must have been faking it or something.
Yeah, it must have been just lying.
Yeah.
You were
No,
lying.
Yeah.
you definitely remember there being stone and there being a tunnel, but you are having some difficulty recovering the exact location.
Great. Just great. I
think that pretty much ends your turn.
Yeah.
Tammin, what do?
I'll fly down with him. By fly down, I mean swim down with him.
Swim
My
down with
light.
him?
Use
Okay.
your sword.
Well, she gave me an object. She gave me an object, so
To light. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So I'll go down to
So-
where he said he's looking and all that, and see if I can shine a light to where he is, and see if I see anything different than last time.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
3.
Yeah, maybe. 16.
So when you go down there and start shining the light around, there's a patch of dirt that is playing a little bit funny with the light source. It just isn't illuminating right. It doesn't look right in comparison to the rest of the dirt that's
sort
around
of
it.
Push my hand over it, like I'm
Illusion.
trying to
Your
stare it out of the
hand
way.
goes through it, but you can't see your hand anymore.
Oh, okay.
And this patch of dirt is like
15
3
down.
foot in diameter.
I'll swim through it.
Okay. How far
Just to the
you
other
swim
side
through
of
it?
what I perceive to be some kind of gate.
Okay, so you push through and to see with your so that you can actually see the other side, and you see a tunnel that goes in this direction, and you see about 15 feet of the tunnel, and you also see a small string that is coming up from the bottom of this rock. Like,
Okay.
looks like it maybe like there's a little tiny rock that's tied to it,
Yep.
and that is tied to on the bottom. And then at the top of it, you see, it looks kind of weird. It's tough to tell exactly what it
assume
is,
This is a trap of some
but
kind.
it's like
though.
it looks like it's like some bits of bone maybe that are about 15 feet. That's like the edge of your vision so far, but you can
So
move
I can
closer
see
to
the
it.
string in front of me. Well, I'm gonna.
Well, it's not like a string that's going across it in any way. It's just like a tiny string that's off to the side that's like holding this and keeping it
Right.
suspended in the
Right.
water.
Exactly. Okay.
It's an
Well,
anglerfish.
as soon as I get to the other side and see this, I mean, I'm gonna wait at that entrance, and I can't even. So this is like a little wall of whatever. Who knows what? I don't really know what it is. Can I see Yane from the other side of it?
You cannot see Yane from the other side of it. No,
Can
you turn around
I
to look and see if you can see
reach
Yane.
my hand through it?
You already did. You moved your entire
I
body
know,
through it.
but can I put it
Oh,
back
you mean
out
back
the other
out?
side and sort of beckon
Yeah, I
him
would
in?
say that
Grab me.
you got your
I'm
little
like
feet
beckoning him
sticking out
forward
still
with
right
my
now.
hand, like let's go. kind of
Okay.
thing.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I have to wait for his turn.
Sure.
Okay, I will. That was my movement. I will use the already in action to attack someone from behind me, since I'm now waiting for. I'm on the other side looking for Yane to come through, just making sure I don't get flanked here.
So you mean from this direction?
Yes, correct.
All right. That sounds good. Let's see. That brings us to Kiro.
So I clanked on something. I want to like feel around what I just my foot hit.
Yeah. So you are you illuminated around you with your lightning cloud? Does it say that on the spell? I don't think it does.
Doesn't
It doesn't.
shield default illuminate?
Your shield,
the shield
does.
does.
Yes. Okay. So you cast a bit of light over what you're seeing with your shield, and you can see. You make an investigation check if you'd like. At a quick glance, you see that there's a few bars of partially rusted metal, and it's just kind of like jutting out of the ground, kind of like I don't know, bent bars, basically, curved bars.
Oh, this beast knows no end to its evil.
As you
All right.
say, underwater, losing. Oh well, okay.
All
Mark
right.
2 minutes off your breath.
I have how much
Oh,
time,
God.
Brett?
I think
2
the
minutes.
rules for breathing are pretty
Pretty
forgiving.
sure it's like well, it's 10. You can breathe for 10 minutes in a bag of holding. I know that. I remember that.
That's crazy.
But it's
Yeah.
less if there's more than one person in there. So I mean,
10 minutes.
Well,
in a
so
bag of
that
holding.
means
That's
that there's
60 rounds.
air in there. Yeah.
yeah.
There. So, for our purposes,
Well, 10 rounds is a minute, so I'd say 5 rounds is
That's what I'm
like.
saying.
Could you?
The average person
Getting
can hold their
close.
breath for like what? 3 minutes? There's probably a D&D rule. I could check.
yeah, there is.
It's actually 100 rounds.
Regardless,
No, I don't think
I'm
you can
going
do
to
that.
just I guess my movement is halved because I'm just walking
The
underwater.
rules of holding your breath are on page 183 of the PHB. A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. So
Oh.
3
One-
minutes, nice.
Can you
So y-
stuff your head into the bag of holding when you're underwater?
You can do
it would
whatever
just
you
fill the
want.
bag with water.
Well, no, if you like kind of slip it on,
You know, you hold
Then
it
you wouldn't be able to
upside
see.
down, and you get a little ring.
I
that
appreciate
sucks
I,
it
it.
in.
I already,
Regardless,
I had some
I'm gonna
thoughts with the
move-
bag of holding,
I'm gonna move 15 feet over here
but
to
it
where the
doesn't
boys
seem
are.
necessary anymore.
So you're right next to Yin now.
Yeah, I'm seeing what's afoot. I see you kind
it's
of
more
reaching
like what's a
through with some
fin,
light.
You
but
probably see my hand reaching out and
Yeah.
moving everyone forward. Then
flipping us off.
I'm just gonna
how
I'm just
much
gonna
how much
stroll.
movement do you have? You have haste, so you're good.
I have
right?
40
Yeah.
underwater, so I'm just gonna stroll in.
Man, if I just saw a hand poking out of the water, I'd probably attack it.
But you know it's mine. If he walks through, I mean, it's not my turn, but I would definitely be
Perfectly
making people
manicured
aware of the
hands.
string. So I don't know if I can. do
How?
that.
Either way,
Point.
I'm
I
gonna
would
walk
stop
in.
them from walking directly
Point
past
wave.
me.
Okay, so you grab them,
Yes.
basically. All right, I just need to do this real quick. Layer map.
Oh
And
man,
here,
Yane did good.
map. Yeah, you literally
good.
swam down right on top of it. Okay, so Kirill, you're in the lead right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
He's like right next to me, maybe a little past me. I've stopped him so that he doesn't trigger whatever is afoot.
Keep
with the
throwing
string.
fireballs over there, Haldir.
Oh my goodness.
Do I
That
detect
wasn't a
any
fireball.
evil bolts?
Do you detect evil? Is that spell still in effect? I suppose it is. Is that a
think it lasts-
concentration spell though? Because you activated your Storm Sister's Blessing, which requires concentration. Which I forgot about.
Duration concentration of 10 minutes.
Yeah, so
I didn't
you do
know that.
not have that anymore.
Rip.
You got Storm Sisters, baby. Don't worry.
For now.
He's got you got 5 more rounds of it. That's pretty good.
Storm Sisters.
Yeah, I used it, then I moved to
It's
Dawgs,
Tom's
and
campaign
here.
spell.
Yeah. I cast it, scroll up.
You doing anything
But,
else while you're there, Kirill?
Well, I mean, you stopped
Are
me,
you
so I'm guessing
walking
you don't
past
want me.
me with no regards to why are you doing that?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna stay here since you're adamant about me stopping.
Sure. Okay. That's fine. You can do that. Okay. Then that passes to Misha. What do you do?
These bones that are inside this cave,
Mm-hmm.
human bones?
So far as you can tell.
Misha would be very good at about
Yeah,
identifying.
I would say that they're readily identifiable human bones.
She spent a lot of time
She's
in
into
crypt.
bones,
She's-
man. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
She's
she
really
likes bones.
Is there a skull in there?
Really into boning.
There
Oh my
could be. You're actually like on the foot half of this skeleton, and the skull would probably be submerged under several feet of dirt. If there is a skull.
Several feet of dirt. I'll give a search.
Sure.
I'm not sure what I should roll for.
Investigation. So just at a cursory glance, the most that you can glean from this, you can tell that there are bones missing from this skeleton.
Ooh.
But you can't see the head. It would be submerged. So there's no way that you could get to it easily. It would take you many minutes.
And I've got 3. Okay. I'll go back to the surface and breathe and suddenly realize nobody's around.
Yeah, it's dead quiet in the around. Like there's some people that are watching, but nobody else.
Crickets. If there's people watching, I'm gonna call over some townspeople.
I'm
Mm.
above the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
point
huh.
out the Haldir. There's a human skeleton in a cage down here.
You can respond, how dear.
Fireball it.
I don't think I would say anything. I mean, okay.
Well,
Whatever, Misha.
you can say to
He's
her
just like, man, Misha's way
that there's.
cooler than me.
She didn't hear what transpired between Tammin and
Oh.
Yane.
Oh,
and
okay,
I don't
okay.
think that Haldir has either, really.
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
Well, I guess
then-
he
Yeah.
he heard it because we were up above
Yeah.
the water. He just doesn't.
Oh,
they just
there's a
don't know.
tunnel over there, and I just point over there, and I don't really know exactly where, but yeah.
I'll
Sure.
nod.
Okay. That ends your turn, Misha.
That's all
Haldir,
my
it's your
movement.
turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Guys, the creatures didn't do anything. Never mind. Maybe I'm insane. Okay, well, I'm gonna swim,
I just swim, dude. All right.
and then I'm gonna dash, and maybe
Sure.
I can get somewhere
Yeah,
near there.
I think you make it to the stack of bodies. You see a bunch of burly men and Tammin. And yeah, you can see they're like around this faintly discolored patch of dirt that's playing with the light spell exactly as everything else is. You can actually see two of Kirill's plated boots poking out of the hole, but so like he's like completely submerged into the hole. And the other guys are just kind of standing around waiting. I don't know. They're like trying to gesture to each other to tell each other what to do, I guess. Are you in the tunnel?
Well, I will wait there then, I guess.
Okay, so it is not wide enough for two people to be in the same spot at the same time. It's very thin. So who is in the lead in the tunnel? Okay. Sure. Let me mark. So this is where you saw.
I just want to know where the trap, what I perceive to be a trap, for the record, is, so that I'm
Yep.
not close
Right
to
here.
it. Okay, thank you.
Let me do that on the correct layer. The object layer. Close. All right. Haldir, that I think is all of your turn, right? So
Yep.
passes to Yane. What do?
Okay.
There's two bodies
Yeah,
blocking
no,
you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's not really much I can do. Can I investigate the?
Get really close to them.
Can I get like right up inside of them? No, I kind of want to investigate.
That's
that
not
little...
a bag of holding.
It's not that much space in there. I want to investigate the little rope that's coming. That's the.
You're not close enough to.
I'm not. Damn.
No.
Okay. Okay.
You can't even see past these guys. Really, it's a
Then
very
there's literally
tight space.
nothing
Yeah.
I can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Fair
can,
enough.
yeah, you can hold your
Yeah.
action to move
Yeah.
forward when
Okay.
they move forward, if you would
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
If they move forward.
If they move forward, yeah. Okay. Passes to Tammin. What do?
So, Haldir, I can't. Dar, are you in there or no? I can't remember if you're just outside.
No.
You're not. So I
I'm
actually
outside
can't
it.
see you. Okay. Well, Kirill and Yane are in there. So what I'll do is I'll point at Kirill, send him a message, and say, "Watch out for the trap," and I'll hold the light up and point to the string. And I'll do the same for Mr. Yane and make sure they see it.
So you can just tell Kirill, and really what you're
But I
doing
have two
basically is
actions.
Yes, you're pointing it out to Kirill, but he's the only one who can
can hear it.
physically see.
Okay.
Hear what?
All right. I hear what you're saying. Well, the message that I sent him and you.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah, you can do that. Sorry, I didn't hear. That
No,
you sent a
sorry.
message.
I said I'd send a Kirill a message and point it out and do the same for you. With
You
the two
actually
actions I
can't
have to use.
cast. You can't cast a spell. Is the other action
Okay.
with it.
You can't do cantrips twice. Okay, good to know.
It just doesn't let you cast a spell
That's
at
fine.
all. For that, you can tell one.
Well, I'll do Kirill. I'll just do Kirill then.
Okay.
And then I'll.
And so, just so you guys know, for underwater combat, making a melee weapon attack, if you don't have a swim speed, which none of you guys do,
takes.
you have disadvantage on the attack roll, unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. And then a ranged attack automatically misses beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target within normal range, the attack has disadvantage. And then it says that unless the weapon's a crossbow, net, or a weapon that is thrown, then it would not have disadvantage. But crossbows do not work underwater.
I was gonna say, but it says crossbow.
If they're wet, you can't shoot it.
Why not?
That's what happens with
You guys
crossbows.
are you serious? What do you
You
mean?
guys
why
have never
not?
played The Witcher 3, dude.
You
Just
guys, have
casual.
never, you guys don't
Not.
use logic in your head. Like, where's it gonna go?
Well, it's not even just where's it going to go. It's like the tautness of the
The
string.
torch on the rope.
Yeah, if it's wet, it doesn't work. So
What about my fire arrows?
short story, the Genoese crossbows, those mercenaries.
Oh no.
There was a time when they were hired to do battle, and there's like 2,000 of them or whatever. It rained before the fight, and the British longbows they covered up all the strings and stuff, so that they were fine. Well, the Genoese guys, they didn't have that, so they went to the fight and they ran away. And then they were slaughtered by their allies because they thought they were being cowards, but really they just couldn't fight because they didn't have, they couldn't shoot their crossbows. Anyways,
Sounds appropriate.
Yeah.
For
Never
anyone
trust the
unintelligent enough
French.
to think they can shoot a crossbow underwater.
I don't even know what kind of sword I have.
You definitely have a silver longsword. That's what.
No, the other one.
I should have like a spell blade or some shit.
Oh.
Yes, it counts as a longsword, and then it's a silvered short sword. The other weapon that you have, the inscribed weapon is, and then it also says that creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. So that technically means that you can shoot fire, I guess.
They just resist is all.
Yeah, resistance means half damage.
Okay.
Whose turn were we on? Tammon's?
It was
Tammon did his
mine,
thing,
and then I
and then
did my thing
Kirill.
with Cobes, and then told. I attempted to sort of signal, I guess, Ian and show him the rope too, but I don't know if he saw it.
I would say no. Kirill. Okay, so it's your turn, Kirill.
Well, I guess I'm gonna kind of stroll down this tunnel.
You can't get past Tammon.
Towards memory lane.
Can he move?
Hold that action.
It's that tight.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna.
You can push Tammon forward if you'd like.
I'm gonna tap him on the
Do it,
shoulder
do
and like point forward and just tell him to move.
I'm
Or
sorry,
just kind of signal like
I probably should have moved forward after showing you. My bad.
cool. But
Feel
I'm
free
gonna
to shove me.
I'm gonna just try it. Just look around this tunnel, see how big it is.
It at its widest is like 3 foot in diameter, and at its smallest, it's not much. I mean, it's not much smaller than that. It's kind of consistent throughout. But are you trying to like make an investigation check on it or something like that?
I just want to like. Also, I want to take a look at that object, like the string thing. What is that?
Make a perception check from this distance, so you can kind of see it through Tammon. Tammon can kind of push himself to the side. So you see a bone on a string, a couple of bones on a string. And that's all you can tell from this distance. The light
Keep in
cast is a
mind,
bit better
I'm
in
pretty
this
sure
area
I'm the
because
only source of light in this whole tunnel. So
I got a shield that emits light.
just a
that's
little bit.
right.
But so
Awesome.
since it's kind of a tight space, the light is refracting, or it is a lot brighter in here than it was out in the pond, since it's coming off against the wall. But yes, you see that little bone thing, and that's it. Pass your turn, I imagine.
Yes.
Misha.
Haldir pointed out that everybody was going to this thing, right?
Yep, and he
Mhm.
also dove down.
And there are townsfolk I had called to. Are they
They can hear you.
along the thing?
Yeah, I mean they're like, you can call over a fairly long distance, so they're probably off the water's edge. Over
Yeah,
here.
they'll have an easier time of this than me because there's like, I'm sure that more than one of them. I'll be like, there are human remains down here, and
They're all gonna run away after you.
I just imagine these people are like, okay.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
their town. It's their lake. They should deal with
They're
it.
way less interested in that than Misha is.
I know. They should be. They have people missing. And then I'll very, very slowly move 15 feet here and still be in the water.
Okay.
On the surface.
You can use your action to do something else. I'd say that's kind of a free action to just yell out to them.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll go to where I saw Haldir's head, and I'll kind of hang up top here.
Okay. And probably knock Haldir's head around with your feet.
Didn't realize he was that close.
and probably not, but in
Might
any
have.
case, you're there, and it passes to Haldir. You see that there's some type of a blockage in this hole.
Yeah, I mean, I just shove my foot in there like I'm going noodling.
It goes through without any resistance, and you kick into something hard, probably Kirill's butt.
Yeah, I'm going noodling. And
Okay.
okay. And then are they haven't moved at all? So
They have not
I
yet
guess
moved.
I will hold my action, which will be a dash,
Sure.
to go through the fucking
tunnel.
little hole.
Yeah, sure. You can do that. Sounds like a plan. And then
And that'll do.
that'll do. Okay, so I think there's
That'll do.
4 rounds of haste left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
there is also 4 rounds of the Sister's Blessing as well left.
And 5 idiots
That is
underwater.
correct.
These guys have been fisting themselves in this tunnel for a long time.
Oh, come on.
I
dude.
don't
We
think
just
it's been that
found
long.
the tunnel.
Yeah, this is over the course of less than a minute. So
Yeah.
you're making pretty
It's
fast
like-
progress.
You're welcome.
In any case, it passes to Yane. What do you do?
There's literally nothing. I can.
Yeah, I'm kind of blocking the way. I'm sorry. You can
Yeah,
shove
way
me
to
though,
go.
like Tom
I'll
said.
just.
You'd have to
I'm
shove
probably-
You'd have to shove Kirill, who would shove you.
Can I just like start pushing them into this hole?
Yeah, so you grab Kirill's legs that are jutting out of there, and you just start shoving him
That's
in.
what she said, by the way.
All right. Make a
That's
strength
exactly-
check.
Okay.
Let's get that big boy strength.
Okay.
Hell.
So you start shoving Kirill, who is then shoving Tammin, and you move them 5 feet each.
Okay.
So
This is like when that fat
and
kid gets stuck in the
dude.
water park.
And do. All right.
Get in the water bar.
Okay.
Just stuck in the tunnel.
I like
I just killed both of them.
That
Alright.
is the end of your turn. It
Well,
passes
Wrapped in
to
underwater tunnel.
Tammin.
Okay, I'm going to move forward. My full 15 feet, which is doubled, but I'm gonna go a little bit at a time here. Because I have light, blah, blah, blah. Can
Okay.
I see anything else in this
Right.
tunnel? More of the same. Do I see any more traps, or what I perceive to be string traps?
You do
Okay.
see more. You see one right here. And you see one right here.
Okay, I mean, as I'm swimming forward, I'm still pointing them out, but I'm hoping that Kirill's looking. If he isn't, then sorry. I'm gonna keep going forward another 15
Okay.
feet.
So-
Obviously trying to avoid these strings.
Hold on 1 second. Let's grab. Oops, not what I meant to do. Touch this to map layer, and then bop, bop,
Do bop.
bop.
What
That's
is
the-
it?
That's the wrong layer. It's this one. And then if I go, so you see the hag appear in front of you, and she appears to be casting a spell. In fact, you see 2 darts fly, one that hits a rock directly in front of you, right
Oh,
here,
no.
and another one that hits a rock right here, way in the back. It's kind of weaves a spot through Kirill and Yane, and she
Interesting.
strikes the wall, and you can hear a shift. It's very audible. A rock falls and blocks the path in front of you
Oh God.
and behind you.
So only Yane and Kirill are
And
in...
Yane, it's practically overhead where she hits, and the rock and the shift of the stone is falling directly on top of you. So I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, and you can decide whether you want to, if you save. So why don't you try and save? Okay, so you can decide whether you go forward through it, or you go back out.
Forward.
Okay, so you move farther into the tunnel. You
shoving
just
Kirill through.
shove yourself forward.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
no, the party's separated, guys.
the bones begin to glow with a soft red light, and Tammin, the water is getting warmer.
Oh my God. All right.
Just the bones he sees, or the bones we see too.
All 3 of them.
Well,
So you don't see anything now, right? There's a stone blocking off the way between.
It's like a stone or like
Yeah.
a series of like.
It's like a jumble of rocks,
Okay,
kind of like
sure.
she hit 2 like pressure points in the wall
Yeah,
and caused the rocks to fall.
Just
I have
put them in your
-1
bag of holding.
strength, so yeah, my bag of holding. Shit, I actually don't know what to do. So the bones on the strings, all of them are glowing that red color, and the water's getting warmer.
Yep,
Can I-
rapidly
The
warming.
one right in front of me, can I see any more information? Like, can I learn any more about the mechanism? or, like,
So
what's
you
going
can
on?
see as you're close to this, you can see that there is like intricate runes that are carved, just like very finely across this bone charm that's held together with this string, and it's like glowing like like an ember of fire. Or
Okay,
like an ember.
I will slash the string in front of me.
You slash the string, and the bone floats rather to the top of the stone wall or stone tunnel, and continues to emanate heat.
Okay. feel like I don't have anything for this.
That was one attack.
Yep. I'll slash the string behind me as well.
Okay. That one also floats up to the top, which is like 6 inches away from where it was,
Yeah.
and does nothing.
Perhaps
continues
they're all
to-
connected. Oops. Get the dice roller out of here. 20. I'm gonna dash back to that one and slash it as well.
Okay.
The third and supposedly final as far as I'm concerned, but
And really, you barely. I don't think you really have enough room to turn around, so you're just kind of like pushing yourself backwards
that's
until
fine.
you reach that point, and then you slash it. And the third one, you slash, and it continues to emanate heat as it floats to the
no,
top
okay.
of the stone tunnel.
Woo! All right, well, I'll give my people some more room and move forward again. But I mean, I'll end my turn. I guess I don't really know if I have anything I can do. I don't have enough strength
Okay.
to push down the wall.
At the end of your turn, you take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay. Just me?
Just you.
Cool.
Kirill, your turn.
Well, since you just Yane the boulder, I'm gonna point back at. I'm gonna look back at Yane, turn my head, point towards the boulder, and like make a punching motion to Yane. And then I'm gonna move forward. I guess I'm gonna take the javelin I'm holding and try to stab it as a melee weapon. Just stab the bone itself.
Okay. Make an
Strike
attack
it.
roll. With disadvantage. Wait, no. Not disadvantage because it's a javelin underwater. Melee. You strike out towards it, but it's a fairly small target, and you actually you strike the rock without actually striking the bone. The second attack hits. You pin it against the wall, dealing 7 years damage to it. You see that it is significantly weakened, and it looks it's glowing uncontrollably now. That maybe it'll break itself in time, but it is still together.
So it's still sizzling, but it's like
Still sizzling, yep.
okay,
Okay.
not quite.
Anything else you do with your turn?
I don't know. Can I maybe use an inside check to like think about what the hell we're gonna do about this?
Sure. You try. I guess.
So the DM can tell me what to do.
Like
Shoot, you
all
do
right,
what you want.
like I just want to take a look at the rock. Can I see the rocks that she dropped in front of us? Is it like a boulder? Or is it like a pile of?
It's like it is a number of rocks, but it appears to be significantly. There's one significant block, but then there's a few other stones that fell.
Okay, I don't think I can do anything else. So
Okay. So at the end of your turn, you take 5 points of fire damage, reduced by 3, so 2. You start to cook.
excellent.
That gets us to Misha. You heard the thump of some rocks. You saw displacement in the water, and the path ahead seems to be blocked.
All right, so it's a pile of rocks.
It is.
I
You
don't think I
cannot
have shadow.
see anybody besides Haldir, who's next to you.
Does spirit guardians go through rocks?
No.
It does not matter whether it does or
Yeah.
not. Also, that's running out of time, I imagine.
It is 10 minutes though. I mean, it's
Oh, never mind.
kind of forever.
Never mind. Yeah.
So Sam when I cast it. I'll work to try to pull some of the rocks away. I don't have any spells that'll do it for me.
Okay. And I forgot that you actually have to swim down to that point.
Yeah.
In any case.
I was like, it would.
Yeah.
I'd have to
So
move
that's
down
your
there to see.
movement, and then with your action, you start to try to pull away the rocks.
Yes.
Make a strength check with disadvantage, as you don't really have anything to hold on to or brace yourself against. It's just check, but that's the same thing. So,
Oh.
for you, it's the only thing is that you wouldn't have. It would be athletics, is what I mean to say.
Athletics. I only have.
Is it any
+1.
better?
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
okay,
Yeah,
so
no, it's
same.
the same thing.
Nothing works, and you're not making any progress at all. As you try and pull this boulder. Haldir, your turn.
Okay, so is the boulder in front of the darkness or behind? Does that make sense?
It's kind of, it is behind the darkness. Yeah, beyond the darkness.
All right, so can I make an investigation check? Or maybe it's a perception check. I don't know. I want to see if there's anywhere where there's like a little gap that I could like see through into the room.
I would say an investigation. Yeah.
18.
You can just faintly see the light from Tamin's sword and Kirill's shield just barely poking out of a part on the top of this block.
Would you say that that constitutes an unoccupied space that I can see?
No, because it's not sufficient to hold you in any way, shape, or form. And Yane is also there, so he's occupying that space.
Okay, new plan. What I believe that casting like a ice chromatic orb at my feet would give me some leverage to pull away these boulders. Hmm?
If you are willing to take damage, then yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, that hits.
9 damage. Okay.
9 frost damage. Okay,
My
your
body.
feet are securely iced.
Perfect. And then I will attempt to move a boulder with my huge fucking athletics. 18.
No.
Not bad. Okay,
Nope.
it's impossible, I think, for me. That's
It's about as high as you could roll. I would say that your effort will be a help to whoever attempts next. Yane, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. So Kirill is there's nothing blocking Kirill and I, right? He's just in front of me.
Kirill
Other
is
than each
blocking
other.
you.
Well, I just
and-
mean there's nothing
yeah.
in between us.
No. It's between you and Haldir and Misha.
Right. Okay. So, and I can't turn around. So the only way I can kind of mess with the boulder behind me is if I kick it.
Yep. Which
All
we
right.
just established. You skip.
Right.
No.
What?
Yeah, we just established that you skip leg day and you have tiny legs.
Oh no, that
No.
wasn't. That was.
That was
not-
a
Canonically true.
Yeah.
No.
No. I was messing.
No, my
So,
legs are giant.
So
Rage
you,
I'm just
kick.
gonna go ahead and brace myself with my arms against the walls and then
Yep.
kick backwards.
and you have advantage on this because Haldir is helping you.
And it'd be strength.
It would be an athletics check.
Okay. That's fine. Same thing.
Okay. You start to budget, but
Oh,
it is still secure.
Can I Great Weapon Master do it again?
No, you cannot. Unfortunately, that is your turn, unless
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to use your movement to do something. But I don't think there is anything. for
No,
you to
there's
do.
nowhere I can go.
What the
Okay,
What?
so Kirill, what do you do?
All right, I'm gonna. I'm
Or
doing
excuse me,
this-
no, it's Tammin's.
Tammin.
He's still alive?
Well, yeah, I've taken 3 heat damage. Or whatever the hell
I
it
know.
is, boiling damage. Well, seeing as I have nothing else to do, I will run to the front again, and I will attack the bones with my short sword.
Okay.
What's my thing? Where's my... Here it is. 13.
13 connects, so you can roll damage.
That's an 11.
11 is enough. You shatter the bone ward, and you take 9 points of heat damage as it erupts,
Okay.
but it is destroyed.
Losing a lot of health here, boys. I'll fly back to the other one. Underwater.
Sure,
And I'll slash at the other one.
sure.
Let's do another attack. That's a 17.
Hits,
A 12.
breaks it. You take
Not much.
10 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I'm going to use bonus action to second wind.
Oh, sorry, I deleted the wrong one there.
16.
Can you take a second wind underwater?
That's
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of life. All right. Okay.
Jesus.
Is that your rest of your turn?
I didn't
It's
use...
not a
well, I
critical?
don't have any
Yeah.
more attacks. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I do. 'cause
Yeah.
Haste.
No, you do.
Broken. I'm going to swim to the other one and attack it as well.
Sure.
Oh
Okay.
my
Get our
god.
asses out of here.
Hits.
An 8.
It was already damaged by Kirill, so it explodes.
We
You
both
should have
take
grabbed all of them
damage.
and put them in
And
front
you
of the boulder.
both take 6 points of damage, but Kirill reduced by 3 to 3.
Perfect. So I went blah, blah, blah. Back here. Plus haste. I still have... Okay. I'm going to move back to the front. Over here. And I'll end my turn.
Okay. That is the end of your turn, and it goes to Kirill. What do you do?
Well, since all these bones are destroyed, are all? Yeah, they're all destroyed. So
Yep.
I'm gonna move forward over here, and I'm gonna push Tammin. I'm gonna make a signal to put. I point towards the stack of rocks, and I give him a shove.
Okay, you shove him along a little bit farther, but he's
It's a base, and I can do it again.
yeah. You can make another attack to shove him.
Go.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
my god.
You're pushing him along. You
I'm
can
a
push him
scrawny
into the
man.
push him up against the wall.
This is getting erotic.
It's not the
Yeah.
first time.
Oh no. You guys are bad people.
Twink is
Tammin
pushed
stuck
against
under the table again.
Twink is shoved against a rock underwater.
All right, is that the end of your turn then?
Yes.
Okay, Misha.
So physically, I can't attack it, but could I do a spell attack? This stuff.
You can.
Well, I will try a. Shit. I don't want to use this. The guiding bolt on it.
Okay.
The stone, obviously.
Yes. That obviously strikes the boulder. Okay. So you hit it with your guiding bolt, and as the radiant damage sizzles through the boulder, you see that its structural integrity is weakened, and there's some cracks that form across it. But so far as you can tell, there's been no change. I mean, it's still there.
Awesome. And then I'll just stop there because I can't think of literally anything else I can do.
Punch it.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Maybe get some air.
So
Well,
then
I
that
could-
passes
I
your
could,
turn.
well, if I
have plenty of
swim
rounds
up
of
to the
air.
surface, and we no, I'll stay down here for now.
Okay.
I'm not technically in trouble.
Right. Okay. That passes your turn then, and it goes to Haldir. You're still frozen in place, but the water's melting, or the ice is melting pretty quick.
Ice.
Yeah, he iced
Ice
himself.
baby.
A true tragedy.
So did her attack appeared like somewhat effective?
Yeah, it's definitely possible that Yane will have an easier time, and maybe the boulder will fall apart. Maybe, or maybe not. Who knows?
Well,
Feel free
I
to help.
suppose I'll cast a spell at it too. Why not?
Okay, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast a chromatic orb at it with
Switching
ice.
to ice. Okay,
Yeah, I picture it's like frost shards or something. I don't know.
sure. Yeah, no, I'm picking.
That's
up
that's a hit for sure.
Yep. Okay, so you drive a shard of ice in the same spot that she hit it with the guiding bolt, which you had advantage on this attack, by the way, to hit the boulder. And it's you appear to cause the cracks to increase.
Dude, I was one off the
Oh
crit.
my God.
Feels bad.
All right.
And then bonus action,
Sure.
get my fat 2 HP back.
Big.
Bigly.
Big. Okay. That passes your turn.
I think so.
Yane.
You know what? Hold on.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'd like to swim. Like, how deep am I right now?
You are probably about 15 feet from the surface from your feet, 10 feet from your head. Or more.
Okay, so I can get to the surface in one movement.
You can.
All right, well, I'm going to go up because I can always just come back down next turn.
You can.
So, yeah, I'll swim to the surface.
Sure.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Yane, rather.
All right, I'm gonna kick it again.
Okay. This time without advantage.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that was a 2 and a 1. You kick against it, but you're unsuccessful.
Oh, fucking waste of time.
He's got
And
2
that's-
attacks. I mean, he's a big barb.
rounds. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is a shove attack. So you can make another athletics check against it.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
T Mills Lane.
23. So with the 2 attacks, you've reduced the AC from 25 the DC from 25 to 23. And you guys, or Misha rather, you see the rock get pushed out because it kind of crumbles, and he pushes the top half over. So there's there's a small opening that you guys can now make it through. You see the light glimmering in the tunnel.
All right.
But that's the end of Yane's turn, unless you want to
I
use your
can't-
movement.
Yeah, I want to move forward.
Okay.
Okie doke. That's it.
Alrighty. Tammin.
Oh boy. I guess there's nothing for me to do other than try to shove this
Yep,
rock
the
down with my -1 strength
The
skill.
strongest of all of us.
So let's make that strength check.
Put those noodle arms to
Athletics
work.
check.
Athletics. -1. 6.
Whew. No, didn't work.
We're all
No
getting
fucking
die now.
surprise. So
Alright,
here's
yikes.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back up a little bit, so I'm gonna try to squeeze past Kirill if I can.
You
No
can
way,
use your
no.
entire movement to squeeze past
I will
Kirill.
do
Yeah.
so. I'll shove him forward.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you don't move him. He's super
That's
heavy.
fine. He's a big.
He
guy.
like so
He's
you're
a
kind of like
literal
you're
anchor
like
in the water.
shoving. Yeah, you're like shoving and like swimming through this. He is literally crawling on his hands and knees.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can't do much else. I guess I'll take the dodge action because why not? And then I'll end my turn.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Kirill.
All right. Is there a difference between using athletics and just attacking it? Seems like we're doing both.
They're different checks, right?
You can attack it. So the way that I described it before, I did say this, is that the 2 attacks reduce the DC by 1 each. So it affected it, but ultimately they had to shove it to get it through.
All right, I'm just gonna shove.
You actually, this boulder is lighter. So you push it over and it slams down on the other side, and you kind of like look up after that whoosh of water, and you see the hag is there again, and she's casting lightning bolt. So I would like Kirill, Tammin, and Yane to all make dexterity saving throws.
About to get fucking blasted, boys.
24 critical.
Ooh, you might only take 4. You know, might only take 15.
I'm trying to get to the right layer here to move these stupid rocks. There we go. Nope. Delete. Okay, so I think this is how much damage it does. Let me just check.
8d6.
8d6, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same as Fireball.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's only 24. So if you made your save, it's halved. If you didn't, you take 24 points of lightning damage.
So I go to 32 life. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
On the save.
And Haldir and Misha, you guys see a bolt of lightning streak out of that tunnel, but it doesn't hit you guys.
And I'm thinking, good thing I swam up here, baby.
All right. That passes Kirill's turn, I think.
Oh, I get 2
You-
actions?
This I think is the last round of your. At the end of Haldir's turn, you will be
Oh, really?
done
I
with
thought it was-
haste.
I think it won one more, but maybe I just wasn't keeping track.
I'm pretty sure this is the last round.
So the hag's right in front of me, right?
Yep.
The hag is right in front of you. You also need to make a Constitution saving throw, or concentration check, rather.
For what? Oh,
Because you took
I don't.
damage.
Which one's that?
It's a
Okay.
con save,
Constitution.
but it's concentration is the check though. I don't know if it's.
But it's the same
Yeah, I'm
thing,
trying.
right? Or is it?
I think you have
It's a con
proficiency
save.
though. Yeah,
Proficiency
a
bonus.
con save. Okay, yeah, con save then.
Do you have your aura out too? You have your fucking bonus?
And so you took 24, so you need to beat 12, and you do have your aura though, right?
Do you have your aura
Yeah.
calculating that?
What? Yeah, that's not in this calculation.
It's not in the calculations.
So it's like plus whatever your con bonus is like your
Your charisma modifier.
charisma modifier.
Yeah, which is +2.
Okay, so you hit
So
12.
you hit the save then, and you
I
can
should have +2 charisma. Holy shit.
you can then move forward if you'd like.
I'm gonna fucking shish kebab this bitch.
You can try.
I'm gonna stab her with a javelin.
Sure.
She's literally holding
15.
a bone.
She.
Let's see. Is that don't I have like +2 for my?
So she still looks like the old woman, even now. But you do see that in one of her hands, she's holding a fairly small dagger that has like a black tip to it. It looks like almost like a sculpting knife, and the blade of it is like a pitch dark black, and it's veined with this kind of like teal that glows softly. And she's been using that almost as a spell casting focus. Or she shot the lightning bolt from it. And then yes, so you attack with the javelin. You do 15 is
Yes.
it's to hit. She is going to use her reaction to cast shield, so it misses.
All right, so I got another attack. Stab you again, bitch.
And it also misses.
Fuck.
That passes your turn.
Okay.
Misha, what do you do?
I assume I can't see her.
No.
Right. There's nothing I can actually
You
do.
see Yane ass.
Jesus.
With the big ass legs too.
Those are thick legs.
Thick.
Recently shaved legs.
Oh my! He's got swimmer's legs.
If it says towards a creature of your choice within range, it doesn't say that I can see. Can I select that creature then?
I don't think that you even necessarily know that she's there. Like you cannot see her. You do not. She could be 180 feet away. Like you don't even know that she exists aside from the fact that you saw an attack come from that direction. For all you know, a bone ward did that, but you don't even know that there are bone wards.
True.
They were all dealt
you
with.
can assume that there's something to be killed.
But yes, there is an enemy, but there's no target.
Yeah,
It's like when you're trying to fast travel, but you can't because there's an enemy next to you, but you're not actually fighting it. It's just like that.
I'll go up and get air, because then there's nothing I can do.
Sure. Okay. You can swim through there if you want. You're not very close to running out of air.
No, yeah, but even if I got behind Yane, I couldn't see anything. I would
Correct.
assume.
That's true. Okay, so
They
you
clog the tunnel.
move
Yeah.
up, grab air, and then you can use your action to swim back down if you want.
I want to see, are the townsfolk actually doing anything about the human remains that I called up? No, I'm serious.
As you're taking your breath, you take a look around, and I can say this is free. You see that there are a number of people who've moved over to the other side of the lake where you had mentioned that there were human remains. But then they've all kind of stepped away when they saw a huge flash of light pop through the bottom of the lake. So they're all kind of concerned about what's going on. Not so concerned that they're going to jump into a water not knowing what's happening.
Yeah. I'm going to sigh in frustration as I swim back down again.
Sure. Okay. Passes to the hag, who is going to swim away. So you get to make a attack of opportunity. And that hits, so you can roll damage.
Oh, big.
Oh,
I want that to be lightning because I wanted to feel a crackle through her fucking evil body.
All right. You can definitely do that. All right.
Surely she takes bonus lightning damage because she's underwater. But
Oh, do we want to play that way? Because we could roast you guys even harder then.
no, I won't get
I'll
his.
take it. He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. Okay, so I just needed to turn to a different page, so I can record her health and keep the.
You're like, here,
Good
you crazy,
order.
but she literally fucking kidnaps children and like
14.
kills them.
Probably. So she swims further into the tunnel, and it appears to widen out past the point that you are looking at, Kirill. And then when she gets to the top, she does something, but she's out of sight, so you do not see. So yeah, you did 14 points of damage. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. That passes to Niche. No. That was an attack of opportunity. To Haldir.
Okay, I'm gonna swim down,
Okay.
and then I can't get through. Is that correct?
You can get through.
Well, yeah, but like, all right. Well, then I will use my action to move into this tunnel,
Okay. So you can move 15 feet in. There you go.
and yeah, I think that'll do it.
All right. Yane.
All right. Let's see. So I can pretty much get right up behind that little fucker. Can I get past him? Am I
He's
is he,
small
is he
enough.
thin enough?
Yeah, he's thin enough that you can push him down against the ground and just swim over the top of him.
I want to swim over him and then make sure that I push his face into the ground as I'm just getting
Absolutely.
Like, right over. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Just
Yeah, the
there you
monster,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that should be just enough.
Yep. So you move past him, and anything else you want to do? I think you can use your action to dash and then move right behind Kirill.
Yeah, that sounds about. Yeah, that's good.
I'm pretty sure, by the way, Tom, that the haste should end after. Like, it should end when we get to my next turn. Like,
Yes.
I
and-
counted like 5
yeah.
times all the things I did so far.
Yeah. So after your turn, then they will no longer be under the effects of haste, which means that the turn after that they will be able to do nothing.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay, so that passes to Tammin. You have been pushed
What?
past by
Yeah.
these two guys.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I'll try to get past him. I think I lost my haste though, so I don't know. Can I do that?
You can't. You cannot move past both of them.
Oh
They-
my
yeah. You
Try it. Try it.
Wait,
You
so
just
I have
try
if I
it.
squeeze past, I can only squeeze past Yane, who in the next turn is going to squeeze past me anyway. I'm
Just so
going
that you
to-
can be attacked.
It
first.
might be better to instead of
Yeah.
trying to squeeze past,
No, I'm
you're
gonna
just
wait.
gonna let.
I'm gonna
yeah.
wait right here, and I'm gonna take the dodge action, and that'll be my
Okay.
turn.
You could also hold your action to dash into once the room has cleared, if you would like. It's up to you.
I'll do that instead. That's a good idea.
Okay. Just to make it fair, Kirill, you're in the front. You've got haste. You've got the sister's blessing. This is the last turn that both of those things are active.
Well, I'm gonna first use an action to lay on hands myself for
Okay.
28 points to top myself back up.
Sure.
'Cause I'm gonna take the dick over the next 2 turns.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move.
So
I'm just
you're
gonna move
forward.
around the bend right here.
Okay, so you are in a larger pool of water. It opens up, and you can see that there's light coming from the surface. I'm gonna just go ahead and reveal it. And in this pool of water around you, there are a couple of bodies. One of them, a young woman, decaying, a young girl rather, decaying. They are anchored to the floor of this pool of water, which is about 15 foot high. And they're in different states of decay as you move here. And you can see that there's bones that are ripped away from the most decayed one, like its rib cage is basically gone. And so that's what you see as you enter into this pool. You can make it to the surface if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to move up here. So that's
Okay.
30 feet of, about 30 feet of movement.
Yep. So this room is covered in bones, and there are tons of them that are marked with glyphs that are hanging from the ceiling. There is a huge pile of bones that is in the center of this room. That looks like there's refuse or discarded pieces. So you see like they're chipped and broken. You see the hag over by a like a table that's a very large wooden. It's not. It's it's a rather large stone slab rather. And on that slab there is another body. This one is completely devoid of flesh. It's just the bones, and there's some table or some books that are stacked onto it, and you see that the hag is in the process of messing with the table. She's grabbing something. You can't really see exactly what.
Fireball.
Okay, so the path between me and her, is it covered with any of those glyph bones?
Just at a quick glance, the glyphed bones appear to be the ones that are hanging from the ceiling.
And will I have to walk by any of them to get to her?
Yes.
You know what?
They are everywhere in this room. There's
literally the floor is bones.
Close to 50.
I am gonna move a little around the edge, and I am going to, let's see here. I'm gonna throw some javelins at her.
How many javelins do you have left? You've thrown 5.
I thought I had like either 10 or 15. I don't
He's
remember.
got 40 of them.
Just chilling on his little,
Yes.
little rucksack.
I think you have 10.
It's in his purse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can throw a javelin.
Oh, it's like a quiver for men.
That is about to hit, but she is going to use a Lair action to activate a warding bone that's in the ceiling, that's hanging from the ceiling, that quickly glows a bright white light. And as the javelin's about to make impact with her, it is deflected.
You've activated my trip.
Cool, we're doing this again. Okay, now.
The second one skitters across the ground at her feet, but it does not make.
And I would like to use a bonus action to tell her that she is going to pay for all the horrible crimes she's committed.
Fair enough. And you probably you actually could only make one there because you used your action to do lay on hands, so you just had the one hasted action.
Okay,
but that's fine.
Can I make an intimidation check?
Feel free. Yeah, feel free.
We're doing this
for sure. Nope,
okay,
that's about as intimidating as somebody who misses their javelin can be. Okay. That passes your turn, I imagine.
Yes.
It goes to Misha. Is she there?
I'm here.
Yes.
I will move down the tunnel then.
Yeah. So you can use your movement, and then you could save your action until Haldir moves, and then you could use your movement again.
Oh, okay. So I could do the dash behind him.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Nope. That's Whole thing.
Hag's turn. She is going to cast a magic missile at you, Kirill, dealing 14 points of damage. And then she is going to use her bonus action to activate a ward that is right next to you, up against that wall, hanging from the ceiling. And I will denote this one with a black one. And I need you to make a con save throw. You succeed. You take 7 points of thunder damage as a loud concussive force comes from that bone and expires the effect of that ward.
Really glad I healed myself.
I would suppose that's her that's her action and her bonus action. Her movement is she's not going to use her movement. Passes the turn to Haldir.
Well,
What the fuck is this? Oh, I used the paintbrush.
What have you done?
Get rid of that.
when possible, I'd like to end up here.
Same.
So how
But that feels like it's going to take 800 years. So you know what? Let's just do it. I'll just move nut to butt with this bitch.
Yep.
And then crouching tiger, hidden dragon. So, you know, if Jetson needs to jump over me, it's fine. And I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Feel free. Okay, so you move to right there and you take the dodge action. Sure. Misha, you then move forward to here. You're right behind him. Then it goes to Yane.
All right, I'm gonna move right up to the edge because that's the end of my movement speed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the okay. All right. From there, I don't have any range. Okay, so I'm just gonna take dodge action.
So you get up there and take the dodge action. Sure.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Then did you have your movement stored there, Tammin? I think you did.
Yeah,
Come on.
I did. I had the
So you
dash
move 15.
action. Perfect.
And it's your turn.
Excellent. I will
You have
Ooh.
about 20 feet of movement, of
through the
real
wall, right?
movement to get there, yeah. So you have 10
Is
feet
it-
left
and this
over
is like
as you
a
breach the
bone
surface.
pile, not just like it's not like dirt or whatever. but
Yeah,
like
so
not-
there's bones hanging from the ceiling everywhere.
like you said,
Tons and tons and
yeah.
tons
But
of
I mean, I'm
ruined
standing on the
bones.
right?
Not so much. There's a pile that's like around this area that looks
Okay.
like it's just
All right.
a bunch of garbage.
Sure. Okay. It's like a mound of bones.
Yeah. And then there is
Okay.
the stone tablet up here.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, meta question.
Yes.
If I were to
over
recast
here.
haste, is that skip the little you can't do anything shit or not?
I would say yes.
Okay, just curious.
And then I'm gonna shoot this hag with a bow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use a fire arrow, flame arrow.
Sure.
That's an 11. I think fire arrow is a +1 to hit.
I believe you're
So
correct.
that's 12. I don't know if that hits. Probably doesn't.
Does not.
Oof.
Strikes the back wall.
Okay. Rip. But
Did it hit
anyway,
the tablet behind her?
well, yeah,
just
the
wondering.
tablet is behind her. I don't know if it hits the tablet, but
I'm curious.
does it hit the tablet, Tom?
Oh, the stone.
Arrow I fired. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. It strikes it. Well, let's say, but it doesn't do anything.
He's like, yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah, no, that's what I was curious about.
okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
No, that's
yeah,
fine. I'll
a
take
valid
my
question.
second shot and I'll use a magic arrow. So just
Okay.
basically try again. 15.
15 just hits.
Okay.
She is going to use her second layer action to activate another deflecting bone and
Does
negate
nothing.
the attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Blasts off.
That's my turn.
All right. Okay. So then it passes to Kirill. But I'm pretty sure that this is actually the turn that you guys had no action.
Yeah, probably.
So, you didn't actually hit her, so it didn't actually matter, Tammin. But I'll say that you can move to right there, but you didn't get to take the shots. And Kirill,
Oh,
you
sorry.
can't do anything.
Okay.
No, you're fine. I missed it. So to Misha.
Oh, okay.
Shove that
For
boy
some
out
reason,
of the
I
way.
thought Haldir was in front of me.
Make
You
it a
can
lot
delay.
nicer.
You can
do
delay your
I
turn.
did say I was crouching high, tiger hidden.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So he's up
Lord.
against the wall.
Yeah, but at most I could hold an action to move, right? I couldn't actually.
You can squeeze by him since
Okay.
he's crouched down. It's a tight
Dude,
fit.
I'm slob squatting with the dog action. Okay.
So you can make it to the bottom of that pool, Misha.
I'm gonna do that, then dash to get to. Oh wait, if I make it to the
That's-
bottom of the pool,
That is the bottom of the pool. Is you
Okay.
dashing?
right there. Okay.
Yep.
Am I still underwater?
You are. You can see
I'm-
Yane at
I'm
the edge
okay
of the
with that.
pool, but
I can see his
You're
legs.
okay with that. Awesome.
See the
If I'm
T-Rex.
underwater and she does some kind of AoE effect, I'm still under the water.
very true. Okay. So that passes your turn to the hag, who is going to cast.
As long as it's not Mind Blast.
No, it's not Mind Blast. She's gonna cast another magic missile at Kirill
Bring it
for
on
another
home.
14 points of damage. And then as her bonus action, she's going to activate a bone ward that's above, not floating, it
man.
is above, gosh, what's your name? Yane's head. And you need to make, it's glowing with a green light. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. And you succeed. So she's used she's used one of her layer actions. Now that ends her turn. Haldir.
Okay. I'm gonna walk it on up. And I'm underwater here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
10-ish feet to the surface.
Alright, well. So apparently you can cast fire spells underwater.
Yes.
But she's not actually underwater, so is that gonna fuck me or no? What do I think?
You don't have a line of sight of her.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
We're in the bottom of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll use my action to swim to the surface then.
Okay. At the end of your turn, rather, she's going to use a legendary action. And she is going to activate another one of those green wards. Except this time she's going for Tammin. So you need to
save.
make a con save.
Dice, don't fail me now. 16?
Fuck.
No.
Okay.
Tammin's sick.
One of the only fights we're
Thank
actually having
God.
good luck on.
Thank God.
All right.
Fuck you, Tom.
The hopeful six.
Tom is like, God
The way you
damn.
said that.
It's not over till it's. All right.
Till we get up on her.
Hmm.
That passes Haldir's turn. It goes to Yane.
Okay. I'm just gonna charge full bore right up next to her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack her. My two-handed
Good.
schmace.
Mace. Here we go.
You made us
She's
sad
going to activate as a reaction one of the warding bones.
Okay.
So she negates that attack. You can make
Okay.
another one.
Mhm.
11 does not hit.
Mother.
Can you move the wall to the side so I can play?
And then
Just power gaming.
That's what he calls out to the
Move,
you lady.
Hey,
Hey,
can you move
let
a
me-
little bit so I can
Let me flank that bitch.
well, I can just move right in front of her.
Let me get that
That's so
ass.
funny, dude. Let me hit
I
up
just
that
like to
ass.
imagine what they think. They're like, oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. I can tell you that much. Okay. That happens. That's
Yeah.
Yane's turn.
Mhm.
It goes to Tammin. And last turn I gave you the movement, so I would say that you don't really have anything you could do this turn.
Okay.
Error.
Well. Yeah, I can't move. You said right, but I can take other actions.
Yeah, I mean I would say that you can't take any action. if
Yeah,
you, this
probably
is
'cause
this
I
is
did
you're
last turn.
exhausted.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that's my turn.
Thumb up your ass.
So now it's Kirill's who got skipped last turn. Is now your turn.
Good evening.
Oh my God.
I'm
Surprise,
Here comes the
Hello
Epic
there.
He
Inquisition.
did his little intimidate and then just stood there for a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
I wanna-
can just
For,
imagine
for added effect.
Oh,
the Dexter surprise, motherfucker.
yeah. All right. Go ahead.
damage.
Yes.
25.
And I'm gonna level 2 smite, so that's 48.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's
All right.
What is that? A 31.
She is going to use her last layer action to activate the third warding bone and deflect the attack.
Oh, that's fine. I got plenty more of this where that came from.
That was your first attack, and there's
Oh,
your
yeah,
second,
yeah.
and it misses.
Yikes.
Shit.
Yay. Yeah, 13 still misses because you do have advantage.
I'll abort your whole
Uh,
freaking species.
Okay.
I'm going to abort your whole friggin' species.
So that passes your turn, Kirill. Unless,
Yes.
Yep, that's your turn. Okay, so then it goes to Misha.
I am going to swim to the surface, which is however much.
10. So half of your movement speed. It'll take your full movement speed to get out of the pool.
I'm okay with where I'm at. I can. Yeah, I'm good. For
Okay,
now.
so you're just on the surface of the water.
And I'll do a guiding bolt on.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
She's a humanoid.
She is.
Hold
Well,
up.
Well, yeah, she.
She's a hag, but
Let me
I
look.
think, yeah. I was like, let me know.
If
That
she's
could
a
change
human,
things.
like, could I even detect her with? Can I get her with detect?
Yeah, you. Oh well.
It's
So yeah, it's.
just a form shape. I
How do
think.
you spell the hag with an H? Hag.
Humanoid
She
being.
is a fae. She is not a humanoid, I guess. It's too different from a human, I guess.
Okay.
You would have to use like a hold monster spell. I think is if they were thinking about using hold person. What do you do? Hello?
Hello?
Guiding bolt.
I'm doing that.
Critical guiding.
Big damn.
Oh,
That's some big damn.
Shit.
Jesus.
Okay. All right.
Nice blocks earlier, idiot.
Yeah. Okay. So she takes 29 points of radiant damage, screeching out in pain.
Fuck.
Her image fades, and you see a horrific looking hag, for lack of a better term, with like this blotchy black and gray and green skin. It's covered with like scars and warts and all manner of nasty things. But you see on her face, she's wearing a like a bone headdress. It's just actually a face mask that then circlets around the top of her head, or her brow, and then the eye sockets have a thin film that goes over the top of them that is sort of like a ruby colored, but you can still see her eyes like darting around in there. And then like the two jaw bones kind of come down to where her mouth is as well. So it's just kind of like she's wearing a
dress. That sounds amazing.
yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Horrifying.
Yeah, it's to behold. Okay. Is that the end of your turn then? You used your movement and your action?
Yes.
Okay. So it is the hag's turn. She is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn to activate another bone.
Did you say that she was using her third and last legendary action?
Lair
So-
action.
Lair action.
Lair reactions, basically. She is going to activate a bone ward that is right here in the ceiling. And all of the sounds of battle that were happening prior to this dim out. Nobody can hear anything now. It is completely silent. At the start of her turn, she is going to cast another magic missile at well, actually, the bone ward that's directly above Tammin is going to attempt to tether to you again. So you need to roll
Constitution.
con save. Yep.
12?
So you fail. What's your strength score?
-1.
What's the number?
8.
Okay. So you lose 4 strength as you feel the life force sapped away from you.
It's
-3.
perfect.
And you see her muscles bulging, like she is siphoning that
little bit.
strength. Yeah, just a little bit. She didn't steal from a big source.
Yeah, exactly. She got
And
stronger.
then
In fact,
she
she
is
actually got
going
weaker.
to make she's gonna make 2 attacks with her like sculpting knife at Kirill. Oh man, here we go.
Oh boy.
She hits with one, assuming 22 hits.
Yes.
And she is going to utilize her dagger's effect as well. So she stabs into you and she deals 7 points of damage. But then you feel like a foreign intrusion into your body as that that dagger pierces you. You feel like just evil seeping into you, and you also take
Necrotic damage?
only 12 psychic damage.
Oh wow.
As her bonus action, she is going to drink the potion that she had in her hand, and you see her skin goes away from that kind of like blotchy color, and it looks like it's almost becoming like metallic across her body, and it like spreads rapidly. This like dark gray coat over her skin. Yeah, that passes her turn to Haldir.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna scorching ray her. Probably 3 times.
Can you scorching ray in silence?
I don't
It
know.
is verbal. You cannot.
Oh. Can I do anything?
You can move.
Why does it matter if I can't hear when I can for verbal? What?
You
I'm
have to be
confused.
able to speak the incantation. Like there's literally the act of speaking the incantation that
I
makes
don't
a
think
difference.
it's that you can't hear, it's you can't speak, right?
Yeah. Well, like you make no noise.
Okay.
That silence. That's the way silence works. I don't know.
Can you cast the cantrip firebolts or no?
Nope.
I
Verbal.
don't think I can do literally anything actually.
Rip. You get out
Can
of the
walk
water.
up to her and slice her.
He's gonna misty step back into the middle of the lake.
I can't do that either. Why is this?
Yeah, you can't
fuck-
cast any
okay.
spells.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
And I mean I can't go much further than that, right?
No, you cannot.
Alright. And I guess I will hold my action to
All right. At the end of your turn, she is going to activate her last legendary action.
Her last
And-
trap card.
Yeah, and really should have done this earlier, but it's okay. So there is a bone ward that's just above her that glows yellow. It's kind of like this sickly yellow, and both Yane and Kirill need to make wisdom saving throws. And I think that Yane, you gain a bonus to your wisdom saves along with Kirill because of your aura. But you fail, so it is okay.
I also, if it's a spell, I also get +1, so that's a 20.
Okay,
Because
well,
of,
yeah, it would
ring
count
of-
as a
So the
spell.
20.
Ring of
Okay.
spell.
So, Yane, you are under the effects of the slow spell.
Mm.
Your speed is halved. You have -2 AC and to dex saves. You have no reaction. You have to choose if you want to take an action or a bonus action, but it won't really matter because you
I'm already up on it.
are already there. And there's a chance that you can fail casts, but you don't have any spells. So it's your turn, though.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead and go into a frenzied rage.
Okay. Well, I think you have to rage, and then you have to make it a
Oh, yeah,
frenzied
that's true.
rage.
That's true.
Yeah.
I actually do. So I'll go into rage first.
Okay. So
Um,
you are now raging.
Right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and reckless attack.
Oh, you can only make one melee attack.
Because you're slowed, right?
Yeah, it does
Right.
say it can't make more than one. I thought I was gonna say that doesn't make quite much sense, but you can make an attack
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna reckless
with
attack.
advantage.
Oh, well then I guess that doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you don't need to make a reckless attack.
Okay.
So you have 19 hits
Mhm. 9.
Plus 2 mace.
plus. Do you have? Is that
Double critical
including?
damage for
Oh,
each
yeah.
dice. That
Whew.
sucks. Oh well.
That's rough.
Damage
Okay.
is damage.
So you impact her.
Does that include
the
your
steel
rage
skin.
bonus?
Yeah,
It
it's got the +2.
does, Yeah.
Well, actually,
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't.
think so.
The
That's
two
a, you
mod,
have a
yeah.
+2 mace.
Right.
I think you did 11 damage.
I did do 11 because we didn't add the rage.
Or you might even have +3 rage damage at this point. I don't know.
You
Let's look.
would have done 11 damage, but the stone or the steel skin effect of her potion significantly reduces the amount of damage you dealt with that physical attack. You can still see that despite it being reduced, you are extremely strong and it batters her very badly.
Mm. Okay.
So that passes your turn to Tammin.
I can move again. All right. I'm gonna run up. Big surprise. I'm gonna activate.
Okay, so you enter the slow field. You need to make a save.
Yeah, sure. Which one was that again? Was that
So wisdom save.
wisdom? Okay.
+3 for rage. Yeah, it doesn't.
22.
You're unaffected by the slow.
Perfect. I'll activate the Nimbus Blade, and I'll choose lightning.
Okay.
I'll make my first attack.
I have a feeling that she's going to start to take some damage.
You chose lightning?
I did choose lightning.
Huh?
Well, she's
Okay,
a hag, she's a water hag, right? I don't want to choose cold.
So you deal. Well, you need to roll damage actually.
16.
But your strength mod is.
He
Not-
uses
What's the
dex.
I'm a dex
I
fighter.
understand, but your strength mod is negative.
True,
right.
it's -3.
Okay, so you are impacting with her flesh, and where Yane hit her and like she got knocked back, you tag her and like your weapon dinks off. The lightning takes effect and starts to sizzle her, and you can tell that you did some damage, but it's significantly reduced.
Okay. All
God,
right, well,
she's
I'm
gonna fail
do-
that concentration
I'm
check
gonna
though,
do
so it's
a
fine.
trip attack.
Doesn't have any spells.
So I add
Okay.
that to the damage roll, but they also have to make a strength save or be knocked.
Wait, which thing caused the silence thing?
Her.
The bones.
So she needs to make a strength save. My save.
It's this
is
bone up here is
13.
the silence up here, and this bone up here is the slow.
Alright.
And so she needs to make a strength save right now.
Mhm.
With her +2 strength.
With her plus
Hey,
strength.
man, I'm
What's
getting extra
the
damage. DC
save?
is 8 plus. What's the formula?
Yours is 14, I'm sure.
I think so too. Plus my proficiency bonus plus something else.
It's 14.
Plus my wisdom mod. Yeah, 14.
14. Okay. She fails. She is knocked prone.
Good.
It's not plus your wisdom mod, it's plus your dex
You're
for
right.
that one.
That means that it's 15.
She still fails, and she's knocked prone.
Okay, well I'm gonna attack again. It's an Nimbus Blade.
Okay.
So
It
is that
hits.
with advantage since she's prone?
Yep. And she's
And
flanked. She's
double
really,
advantage?
Really
Well, I mean,
advantaged.
There's no real double advantage. Unless I
Oh,
have
sorry, I
elven
didn't
senses.
record the
it pro-
damage there. So.
Elven senses, which I don't have because I'm a human.
Okay.
9 plus 3 lightning.
So, okay. And you said +3 lightning, right?
Yeah.
So that means that's okay. All right.
Blah blah blah. And then I'm going to action surge and do another 2 attacks.
That's a thing you can do.
Oh, that's an advantage critical.
Yeah, that's a critical. Yep, that's a
So
thing.
that's a 15 plus. We'll say. I mean, it's 18, right? Unless each strike has the 3 damage bonus, which I don't think it does. So it's an 18 or a 21, however.
I need to know the amount of physical damage that's dealt. So 15.
plus 3 lightning.
Okay. She's still up, still kicking.
And let's see.
You get one more attack, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at something.
Whenever you crit, you should use a maneuver.
I know. That's what I'm looking at. Which one I want to use. I'll use distracting strike for another 3 physical.
No,
But I don't
you got to
know
roll
if
that again though.
goes. So it's a 1.
Yeah. Do another D8.
It's a D8. Four.
Okay, another 7 points of damage. She is still alive, but she is very badly wounded.
And my last hit.
Another one? Oh.
Oh!
Do you get how many swings did you do?
That's the
2,
fourth.
And then I used
That's the
action
fourth?
surge.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
That's a 12 plus 2 for 14. Plus
Wait.
3 lightning damage.
Oh, no.
And
Oh
then
no, yeah, that's the fourth.
We'll
She
use
is
another-
exactly
well, I'm
unconscious.
gonna. Okay, never mind then.
We can fix that.
Yeah, I'm exactly gonna fucking cut her head off.
Oh my god. This is the paladin, by the way.
Well, it's a hag, so perfectly justified. She's been killing lots of people. I mean, she's unconscious, so you can do whatever you want to do, Kirill. That's not no. That's
Good
so
thing I double
for all
clicked.
intents and purposes, the action is combat's done. But then Kirill, you can you
Desecrate the body.
take the first action. Oh, okay.
Take the
So
first
she's dead.
decapitation.
She's dead.
What did you do? I didn't hear.
He smote her corpse.
Oh, jeez.
You slice off her head and cauterize the wound instantly with the radiant damage.
Hot.
All
Okay.
right, so let's. I'm gonna bring
Single
the
file
head.
out of here.
You guys wanna-
Okay. So when she dies, on the table,
Great.
one of the books catches flame and like almost instantly turns to ash. The other book that is sitting on there is still there, I guess.
I'm looting.
Take off her ruby circlet.
All right, so
Okay.
who
Pull out her
wants to,
eyeballs.
Oh, Misha.
grab all these desecrated remains and we can have some burial.
There's a lot of remains.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be here.
So by your estimation, there is a ton of bones in here. So those you said there was like 3 people that they said were missing. This is obviously much more than 3. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
wondering
you-
how culpable the town is.
Yeah, you said there was a young girl that was kind of decaying in the wall.
that's correct.
Well,
Yeah, I think I'm
these
gonna
could
grab
also be
that one.
trappers, so maybe the town.
That's the one. Okay.
I'm gonna grab the girl that's decaying in the water and kind of
Your
move
your
back to
best
shore.
bet is that this is indeed
Yep.
the daughter.
Oof. Okay, well that'll be fun.
Okay, so she you said you're doing some looting, Haldir. There's the circlet, the bone mask basically. And then there is the dagger that she had. And that's it. And then there's the book on the table. You see scattered about the room, there is some glittering of gold. It's not a lot. But in told, if you do spend your time looting the cavern, you find somewhere in the ballpark of 220 gold pieces.
How did this town not know?
Because they're a little town. They don't care. They're
We'll
not.
They
figure
don't
it
have
People-
the they don't
People
have the
come into
detective
the inn,
skills that I do.
and the people of the town just think they leave in the inn and just continuing up their.
Yeah, a lot of these bones could be the bones of travelers that no one knows about.
Really,
Yeah, if possible, I'll just shove all that shit in the bag of holding.
You can.
Easy game.
The bone mask, the dagger, and then the. Do you do anything with the book, or are you just putting it in the bag?
I figured we'd just deal with that when we're not in the
Is there
underground death
anything under
chamber.
this big pile of bones at all, or is it just
Take an
a pile of
investigation check.
bones? Sure.
Make an investigation check. Just bones.
Okay. What about the other
Yeah.
book? Did we already pick up the other book, and I just missed that? The one that
Yep,
didn't
you
turn
picked
to
up
ash?
the book that didn't turn to ash.
Cool.
Okay. The
what does this tablet say?
there's nothing that it says. It doesn't say anything. It's just there is a body or a skeleton that is on it that is dissected and or like the bones are all like kind of ripped apart, and she's tossed some of them away. Some of them are being etched into, or they were being etched into, like it was like work in progress of one of these bone wards, and all of the bone wards they stopped being activated when the hag died. Obviously,
Can I attempt to identify what, like, are they just like magic runes? Like, I know what they are, or is it like something else? You know what I mean?
yeah. Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Okay. 15.
So they are, technically just magic runes that are carved into these bones, but there's something a little bit different about them. Usually, you can't just imbue spells or abilities like this into just bones in general. It just doesn't work exactly that way, and you don't think that she's probably that powerful enough to do like some of the other warding spells that you know of, like where you can put a trap down with a ward or with some runes. And so that's not what was going on here. So it's a little bit different. She was doing something kind of special, but
Okay.
pretty horrible. Just pretty horrible. Okay. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm gonna grab
I'll
the
exit the premises.
yeah, I'm gonna try to grab the decaying corpses that are in the water and kind of try to pull them out to shore.
Sure.
Misha would help Kira with that.
I'm sure she would with much excitement.
Haldir
I'll
does not
just stream
touch
out-
the fucking decayed
Yeah,
corpses.
exactly. I'm just going
It's
to.
pretty gross.
Well, I don't know how much time has passed for the decisions we're making here, but I will swim out of the lake, come onto the dock, and go get myself a drink behind the bar.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So while they're kind of moving these bodies, there's 3 of them. They're-
What I will do though, which is just as gross as moving the bodies, is I'm gonna take the hag's head up.
Yeah.
yeah, that is just
We
as
definitely need
gross.
proof.
Okay. So for expediency's sake, you guys are able to exhume the corpses. Tammin gets his drink. If nobody else is doing anything else, at the inn, the Duchess comes in.
She comes to
And-
the slowly inn down here.
Well, that's where she
Probably
heard the
some
commotion was.
Yeah.
And just breaks into sobbing as she sees her daughter's corpse, and is unconsolable, at least for the moment.
I'll pour her a drink.
I still just hate that ladies.
I mean, it's whatever.
The drow, whose name I'm forgetting, does anybody recall? It's
Yeah,
trying
it's
to find
something real fucking goofy.
Oh, it's Simeon.
Simeon. That's
Oh
right.
yeah, he's the
Oh, yeah,
ape. He's the monkey man.
Simeon, the monkey. Yes, Simeon comes up and sees this just kind of mess that's befallen the town, and just kind of like is very impassive or is very passive about the situation. But he sees you with the hag head and kind of nods, gives you a bit of respect, and says, "I suppose you'll be wanting a reward then."
Well, yes, especially if you account for all of the skeletons she's left in her wake in your town.
Yes, that is quite terrible. It appears she's been the person behind the disappearances. Then, did you say that there were more skeletons?
Yes, you said what? 4 disappearances?
Something of that nature. Yes.
And there were how many bones were there? Estimate roughly
A
like
lot.
40, 50.
50, 60 corpses worth.
Yeah, okay. 60,
That's crazy.
60, 60 bodies down.
There's
below.
about a battalion down there.
I'd
And you did
recommend
not-
just going over to that spot. Don't even go through the water. Just get some men and get some shovels and dig through.
If you do not sanctify those bodies, you could have a horde of undead at your, lake.
That would not be good. We'll have to bless the ground, I suppose. In any case, you've
And
done
bury
us
them properly.
a good service. But your services are no longer needed. So let's say we get a quick reward and you can go about your business.
Sure.
What seems fitting to you? I have at our disposal 600 gold pieces.
Here we go.
600. Even though you've been stealing diamonds and gems.
Well, can we perhaps
To be honest,
maybe argue
600
for
gold pieces.
Oh god.
Pay for a new fucking robe I'm wearing.
Can we perhaps get some information or some services, a guide into the Hollow Peak?
Didn't we already ask him about that?
I don't know. Maybe.
You're asking him for information about it, or
No,
you're asking him
If
if
he
he can give you
knows
a
some
guide?
people who can give the hookups. He's like some sort of vizier.
Yeah, I think we already asked him that.
Oh,
Actually,
I guess so. I guess
But he
I mean, I think
may
he
have
asked him when we were
withheld
trying to do
uh,
some stuff.
the information. You can go ahead and make a persuasion check. I will say with advantage because you're asking this as after doing him a pretty big favor. That
That's a
is
perception.
persuasion.
Same
which-
score.
Same score. Okay, well you can keep the 24. He says, if you're looking for experts on the Hollow Peaks, I would try the Blast Zone Inn in Gelrin. There's a number of dwarves there who claim heraldry from the original dwarves of that mountain. Perhaps they
Blast
would
Zone?
be the Blast Zone.
Have I heard of this place?
You have. It's an area that you may have even frequented with somebody else.
Easy game.
And so, with that information provided, he says, I will still give you the 500 pieces. Did I say 500 or 600?
100.
Oh, well.
I think
Said
said 8,
800.
but you know,
Probably be more.
we'll
Gives
take
us-
what you got.
It gives a small nod, and he hands over the 600 that he promised.
Is that
Along
going
with
in
the
the sack of holding?
Well, can we
I'm guessing.
investigate? What's the deal with the children the hag had at the inn? Still,
Yeah, you want to go? You can go talk to them. I mean, they're like around this inn.
yeah.
they're
ask them,
crying that their nana is dead,
Uh-huh.
but they're also they see this hag
Listen here, you little
head
shit.
that you brought in.
How I just want to how did you end up with her?
You talk to just like a sniveling boy, and he's like,
Zone of truth.
she just took us in. She was very kind to us. She fed us, and
Did she take any others in that aren't here anymore?
not so far as I know. Really, it's just been us. I've only been here for like a few months.
How about the others? How long have they been here?
You ask around, and the longest has been there for a little over a year.
Okay,
And they're all relatively young,
I feel like I feel
younger,
like they would have
younger
been
than the Duchess's daughter.
I feel like they would have been harvested in time.
Yeah,
Harvested.
maybe.
Well,
Maybe she had a soft spot.
maybe she murdered a small child. You know, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? It's tough to say. But yeah, you can keep the horses. Nobody moves to stop you. I assume that you guys are taking your leave out of this town.
Well,
Is
I
Yeah,
think
we're
we're
gonna-
thought it was.
I think we're gonna stay at this inn for one night
Yeah.
for free,
Yeah,
right?
we're
Yeah.
Now that it's
gonna-
tag free.
well, there
Maybe-
is no.
maybe-
Yeah,
maybe try to find some families for these fucking
Help
new
ourselves.
ones.
Norman's
all
gonna
the
get
alcohol.
drunk with all of the liquor
Yeah.
behind the bar.
I am.
all
I'm
of it.
already trying to do that.
Not a whole bunch. She doesn't
I'm just-
have
I just
much.
start handing out bottles from behind the bar. I mean, no
Um,
one owns this place anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
No,
also,
we own it.
No, I don't want to run this.
Hey,
Yeah.
Does Misha have or Kirill have the ability to what is it called, like Lester Restoration or some shit?
I do.
That maybe fix my Constitution score.
Mine's my strength score.
Mm.
I'm even.
Let me
peakier than
read.
before.
Lester,
Your
maybe?
strength score, Tammin, is restored after the bone
'cause she's-
ward faded. Yeah.
Is your
Okay.
constitution still?
Haldir's
it's
constitution is still fucked. Yeah.
Or -2, I
Or
guess.
one condition afflicting. Oh, okay, yeah, I can do. Well, the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay, maybe it has to be
Might be
regular
talking about greater.
restoration.
Yeah,
or
greater
something.
restoration
Yeah, I don't know.
would probably be it. I do
Alright.
not have that level yet.
Well, I figured if we were gonna rest, we may as well find out. So
You know what? If we're resting, I will totally just drop a lesser restoration on you just to see if it works.
It doesn't.
Ah, damn it. Okay. And so-
can I take a short? Can we take a short rest and figure out what this shit is?
yeah,
You
there,
can.
you can
So the who is discerning what? If you're gonna attune to them, right? Because you have to understand them, or can you just? We went
Yeah,
over
I
this
think
last
that's
time.
what you have to do.
Yeah.
unless
well,
you
we
have the
also
identify
the
spell.
identify spell. Oh, you don't have it. That's right.
Yeah.
No, and I
So
never will.
yeah, it's
That's not even on my spell
slots
list.
are very.
Yeah. And I
They don't
can't
have. They
it.
don't know spells.
I can't pick it up. So okay.
All right. So who
I'll
attunes
give
to the dagger?
Misha the crown, I think.
I'm totally into checking out this bone circlet. I'm highly interested.
Sure.
And
Okay.
I guess I'm alright. I already have one potential curse. What's another one? Let's just see what's up with the dagger.
Oh God!
Okay. How many items do you have attuned?
How do
I
the
don't-
cursed?
think I have too many. I think I just have the ring.
The sword is attunement as well. Pretty sure.
Well, if it is, I didn't write that, and I normally do.
Let's
Usually
see.
weapons aren't attuned, I thought.
If they do
Mine is.
something special,
The
The storm sword I have is attuned.
yeah. So the spellblade's definitely an attuned item. Just
Alright,
so
well, let me just edit these because it doesn't say that on either of them.
it's okay.
We all make mistakes, dude. No worries.
Yeah, we all make
Yeah.
mistakes. Exactly.
Tom won't do it again, I know.
Nope.
Okay, so I have 2 attuned items, I think.
yeah. So
'Cause I'm-
yeah, the
Those-
wand of scorching rays, and who has the ring of protection?
Kiro.
Kirill, I think.
I do.
Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
Tao has
So
this dark robe thing.
the dagger
I'll
is
never
the
use.
He could have fucking shadow melded in the tunnel, dude.
Oh, yeah.
while standing in darkness.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
So the dagger is a +2 dagger. It is called the Soul Sculptor. On a successful attack, you can expend a charge, which you are uncertain of how you gain, but you can make a guess, to deal 3d10 psychic damage. It does require attunement. It has other effects that you're unsure of.
Deal how much damage? 3d10?
3d10. Yep. Psychic damage on a successful attack. And you have to expend a charge. The bone headdress. So you can cast. There's a grave cleric ability. What's it called? Eyes of the Grave.
There's a couple of them. that is one
Yeah,
of
the one where you can see undead. Is it called Eyes of the Grave? I think it's called Eyes of the Grave. Regardless, you have that
check it.
effect consistently all the time. That's just part of your vision.
Wow.
Oh.
And then verbal components of spells can be cast telepathically, or can be used telepathically. So basically, it nullifies the requirement of verbal components.
What's this thing called?
Damn.
Just like their bone shade goggles, basically, is what I have them as, since they are goggles, but they kind of got the jawbones come down over the face. But yeah, so you have Eyes of the Grave all the time, and you do not need to do the verbal component of spells.
Are the bones in this circlet human bones?
Yes.
Or are they
Yes.
easily identifiable as human?
It's very obvious that it's human jawbones that are stretching down the side of your face, and it's human like forehead and
Oh my God.
eye
We can
sockets.
we can
I don't
probably
think she can
bedazzle
walk
it.
I
around
think we
town with
found the necromancer, man.
Well, you can be attuned to something and just have it like in your backpack, and then you just gotta throw it on, right?
We can like cover it with some beads and stuff. We'll never-
You could just get a hood.
yeah.
You can
They
just,
go
like,
over the top of your eyes, like you have like this kind of like crimson vision, essentially.
Yeah, we'll tell them that she's blind. Just tell everyone you're blind, and they help you see. Dude, it's fine.
Exactly.
Bejeweled, bedazzled.
And then does anybody page through the book while they are taking this short rest? That's not Misha or Haldir?
I
Or
mean,
no?
if I know how to read, sure.
I would say you probably know how to read.
Okay.
You get the general gist that this is a catalog of the corpses and the
Oh,
people
great.
that she's killed. You see her like kind of listing off bones that she's taken from each one, and then what she did with them. You see that she first details that she found the soul sculptor off of the body of a wizard, and you find out that wizard's name is Wesser. Excuse me, yeah, Wexler, one of those, not Wexler, Wesser. And it was like this young wizard that she killed a couple months back, and she's been taking all these bones that she's collected, and she's been trying to fiddle with this item. She calls it soul scarred steel. She can pull the souls of the people and even of the bones, like the remnants of them, to imbue runes with power.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what she was messing around with.
Okay.
How vile.
Can I make a roll to see if I recognize that guy's name?
Would you have said anything about that guy's name, Yane?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like talking out loud as I'm reading it.
Sure.
Anything that seems interesting.
Sure. Let me see if I just got the name right. It would be a different book. But it's the name of Richard Town's son.
Okay, that's what I thought. Poor Richard.
What a dick.
Well, does anyone want to use this dagger?
No.
It's like a Tammin thing.
No. You can pawn it somewhere.
Oh, we'll just give it to Richard when we see him again, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pawn it on Richard.
That's fine. Yeah, it seems like he'd pay for it.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, not directly. You just say, look, we found this, you know. Any man would give a reward for that kind of closure, you know.
It is the other direction by a few days travel. So
Oh, no, I didn't mean right now.
Okay.
But maybe someday. I just think we should just throw it in the bag.
I mean,
anyone has any.
why not?
Seems reasonable to me. If that's what you want to do. It's totally up to you. But with that, I think we will close out the session. So, you killed the hag. Nobody died. How close did I get to killing you? What's your name? Kiro. How low did you go?
I went to 11 HP, but I healed myself to full after she blasted me with lightning in the tunnel.
Yeah.
So if I didn't heal myself, I would have gotten wrecked.
Well, if she'd only have killed you. Yeah, it was Wesser. Is his name.
I did actually nothing. Legitimately.
I mean, I intended
Just
for some people to not be able to do stuff. I actually kind of pulled the trap a little bit wrong. I meant to pull the trap when some people were through the tunnel on the other side with her.
Yeah.
So that some would be trapped with her. But if that happened, if I had done that right, I probably would have killed somebody. But
Just swim in circles in that little pond.
Especially if Yane was the one who was through, because nobody else could get through those rocks. Really.
Two characters.
I think
dead
Kiro has the same strength, doesn't he?
Not even close.
Yeah, Kirill doesn't have that much strength.
I have 16 strength.
Oh.
Kane has like fucking 20.
I have 20.
All the same. Good game.